Hey, good morning, everyone. Yeah, it is actually morning, and it's Wednesday. I don't normally stream on a Wednesday morning, but this is something kind of fell into my lap, I guess you can say. So this morning, well, let me give you a little backstory, and then I'll kind of like turn it over to the guest here. A little while ago, I had a couple people that used to mod for Leslie Bass and for Katie Poulson get in touch with me. They want to talk about a few things that have happened in a live stream, and I was totally cool with that. Obviously, I have not forgotten about Katie Poulson. For people who are asking who she is, Katie Poulson is the former uh, journalist, and I use that term extremely loosely, for Pathos, and she was a column writer who basically helped destroy the Non Sequitur show. She made very false allegations against me, which was later determined to be completely wrong. She apologized and then kind of retracted that apology after I uploaded her apology to my other channel, and she struck that with a copyright violation. Within her rights to do, not faulting her. It doesn't affect that channel because I don't stream to it too much, and it was the first time. But she didn't remove that. So her apology to me was moot. I didn't take it for what it was because if you apologize to me and then strike my channel when I upload your video, when she deleted it off her own channel, I don't think that's very sincere. So, she's still on my radar. We just kind of have other things that have been going on. But anyways, Kim was one of her moderators, and I guess during a live chat, live stream, things went to crap left and right. So I have Jen, who is a moderator for Leslie, if I remember correctly, and Kim, who is a moderator for Katie, come on in, and they're going to be kind of telling us the story on this, what happened to basically the dissolution to a lot of the mods for those channels. Now, all cards on the table. I don't have any problem with Leslie Bass. I get along with her just fine. She teamed up with Katie, which is her prerogative. The only thing I said to her is, once Katie screws you over, I want to hear "you were right, Steve," because those are my favorite words. You were right. But she said she would, so I have nothing to say bad about her. If you guys do, I that's fine. It's your guys' prerogative. But I just want to be upfront on that. Is I really have nothing against her whatsoever. But anyways, welcome everybody to the moderators out there. We do have other people coming in from other channels, which is fine, as long as they're respectful. More power to them, right? So you guys know the drill. But first, let me introduce Kim. Morning, Kim. I am doing amazing. I'm telling you, this coffee is like the best coffee I've ever had. For some reason today, probably because it's my smug, because I just was Cheshire's design, and she got unlike me, who didn't get a dime out of Teespring. She actually got some revenue out of this. But yeah, no, I bought one for myself, and I didn't even get a discount to pay the whole price, just so Cheshire can get a little kickback from it. But I'm really loving my coffee this morning. I woke up, I had a great sleep. Been in a great mood since vacation, but anyways, and I'm wearing my one glass today. I didn't even bother to put my contacts in. Sorry, people. All right. Oh, you don't hear Kim. Oh, Kim is very quiet. Let me, that's a good point. So this is why I have smart mods and people out there. They keep me honest. Let me make sure that your audio is coming across, because I think I might have. No. Okay. Okay. How's that, guys? Oh, now is everybody? Wait. See, this is weird. Some people say that we're all muted, and then somebody says fixed. But I just changed my NDI source as well. So, but I just want there to be an echo. Uh, so let's see here. Okay, how about that? Now it's dead silence. They say. Oh, this is why I need an actual producer. One sec. Should be fine here. Get audio back. Oh, okay. No audio at all. Steve's audio, no one else yet. Okay. Well, Kim hasn't said anything yet, so I fixed Kim's. I think I fixed her. So there you go. So what did she just say? If you guys can. Oh, there's an echo. Man. Now there's an echo. All right, well, there shouldn't be an echo now, but the problem is if I kill that, I don't know if they can hear you. Let me clear everything else out here so we just get this taken care of. And who's messaging me? Oh, it's Reds. Yes, Reds. I know. I have a live chat. I know. I can see that there's an echo. Um, so one sec here. Silent Camp. You're still getting an echo from me, really? All right, I could actually kind of totally fix this, but the problem is it's going to have to take a second. So, Kim, can they hear you now? Because they should be able to hear you. I got your audio on. Bring back Bull. Oh, I didn't even bring Jen in. See here. This way, Jen. Jen, can they hear you? Yes, Reds. I need you to produce for me. Yeah, so let's see maybe they can hear Jen. If not, I could bring her in as an audio source. And still no Kim. Okay. I wonder why they can't hear you.
I can hear me.
So we only hear each other?
Yeah, we only hear each other on Skype, but for some reason they're not hearing you two. And I'm not sure why. But there's no echo. See, they hear me, but they don't hear you guys. And I'm bringing you guys directly in through an NDI, so... Oh, echo's back. Okay, I know why the echo's back. All right, help me out here, guys. I'm going to turn off everybody's NDI but my own. You only need one NDI. Actually, you don't need any active. I don't think you need any active on this. All right, well, I just turned off all the NDIs, so if this doesn't work, I don't know what. This should work. So, okay, whatever I did, fix it. Okay, so I know what's going on now. I've learned from prior shows. Anyways, good. Hey, let's try this again. Hey, good morning, everybody. Yay! It took about, by the way, timestamp so we know what to tell people in the video. Hey, just start from here, right? But morning, Kim. Morning, Jen. Now they can hear you, I'm sure. And morning, Reds Rhetoric. Boy, Reds Rhetoric is watching one of my streams for a change. He must be off work or really bored or both. But anyway, so Kim, take us through this real quick. First, kind of give us a rundown of who Katie Poulson is and what you were doing for her, as far as modding, like what your role in all this was, and why you got a hold of me. Okay, wait, one sec. See, I didn't do anything. And now they can't hear you. I did not change anything, guys. I have not touched anything. I like touching things, but I didn't touch anything. Why can't... Something on their end, I guess. I don't know. I really didn't do anything. I don't know what's going on here, guys. Nothing's changed. Tab onto Skype, Steve. Okay. Wait. Now try this. I tabbed onto it, so Kim, give me a number between 1 and 10, because I won't touch anything if I might have tabbed out. Okay, so I'm tabbed onto Skype, because this is weird. Normally I can tab wherever I want, but they're saying when I tab out of Skype, it goes away. So what number did she just say? And I will hand check here. I'm not touching anything. I don't usually touch anything when I'm live, because I don't want to get demonetized, but somebody gets the joke. Waiting for that number. Can they tell me what number she said so I know that they can hear you? It's between negative infinity and infinity. I'll give you a hint there. In that range. But they can't. Well, but I'm tabbed into Skype. Oh, this is infuriating. Still nothing. I don't understand. Silence. Yeah, is that what it is? Yeah, when you guys, everything's fine. You guys come on, and I think it's a karma thing. You guys are being silenced. I get one other thing I can try, but they're going to have an echo for a second. And I'm going to mute my mic. They talk. Um, not. Yeah, I might have to. What I might have to do is, yes, Reds, you want to come on? Reds, you want to help me out here? They won't be able to hear you either. I, I swear to God, it's only on slobs. I could do it through just regular OBS if people want to wait. It'll take me 30 seconds to set up. Is that cool? Unplug it for 30 seconds. Yeah, well, if I do that, I'll just do it on OBS. All right, I'm just going to come back on OBS, people. So it's just a little bit easier. Do it live. Give me about literally like 2 minutes. And so, I'm back. But yeah, they can hear me, but they can't hear them. All right, I'm just going to do it through regular OBS. So give me a second, and we'll be back. All right, we're skipping the main screen here. We're just going right to this video here. And I'll set it up as we go. It's actually showing my old video here. So wait 1 second here, and we'll continue where we left off. But you know what? I probably should start from scratch here. First, let me see if anybody can hear us. I know you guys are looking at a dark screen right now. I will be fixing that in a second as I put the Skype up here, but we had some technical issues, so I'm just going to put the whole Skype stream. Oh my God, I can't even talk today. Skype stream, and do it as a display capture, and then I will see if the outside can actually hear everybody now. 1 second. Boom, boom. Oh, that's weird. That doesn't work too well.
Oh, I like that.
Is that pretty cool? But okay,
Yeah.
well, whatever. You know what? That'll give somebody a seizure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I guess I could. No, I don't want to do that either. I'm just having a hell of a time today. Reds. At least they can hear. All right, I'll set up the imaging here in a second. Make sure they can hear everybody first. So now Kim and Jen, they're audible. Yeah, see, I don't know what it is. Through OBS, it's fine. Through slobs, whenever I add anybody new, it doesn't work. I don't know what it is. Through what's called Streamlabs. But anyways, you guys talk while I do the imaging things. And so Kim, Jen, welcome. And Kim, I asked you before in the other video, which is going to be a part 1, I guess, that leads into this one. Who Katie Poulson was, what you're doing for her, and why you got in touch with me, and then I'll set up something here.
Oh, hi, Steve. I was a mod for Katie, probably for about 6 weeks. During my reign there, she did a live stream one night and just started bashing Leslie Bass. I was also a fan of Leslie's channel, so day or so later, she went on and was apologizing to Leslie. I popped in and told her that, what she had said. She had called Leslie a disgusting human being, and she immediately blocked me from her channel, took my wrench, whatever. And then a couple weeks ago, well, before that, I started modding for Leslie. Jen, who's here with me now, was also a mod for Leslie. Leslie and Katie had a situation that lasted for quite some time. They made up a couple weeks ago. Leslie or Katie was in a live stream. Had Leslie join her. I was also in there and said hello to everyone. And Katie just immediately started bashing me. Everything I said was taken the wrong way, taken out of context. There were over 200 followers watching this video. Um, and then they started just bashing me in the comments. Um, Katie actually called me on my phone during this live stream. So we're just here to just kind of, a lot of things have happened since then. I've started a channel just addressing the inaccuracies that were within that video. Um, so we're just, wanting to say our part.
Now I watched some. Okay, I watched some of that video, and I do know the video that she was going kind of off on on Leslie, and I know they patched things up, so they're working together, and that's perfectly fine. Again,
Right.
but
Right.
a lot of the stuff that went down that caused you to be demod, that's kind of like, I think why you kind of wanted to join here and explain to people what was really going on with Katie and why so many mods kind of just said enough. Katie has a long history with our community, and obviously Katie has a long history of not being honest and making accusations and making claims and saying things and doing stories that she just cannot support. And as a mod, I think did you just have enough, or I'm just changing all
Oh,
the scenes here.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. I had definitely had enough. And, the situation with Leslie, the way that she spoke about her and then puts up her apology video. Um, it just, yeah, that
Her
was enough.
her most of her apology videos are non apologies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, she changed the title
Yeah.
Oh, did
Yeah.
she? Oh, did
to
she?
what I need you to know. It was an apology to begin with, and then it was what I need Leslie Bass to know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I should have asked Leslie to come on. I'm sure she would have. Like I said, I have no problems with
I'm
her, but
sure she wouldn't have.
you don't think so? Really? Only because
No.
she doesn't want to cause discord with Katie?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you know what? That makes sense. You might be right on that. I might change my position on that. I think you convinced me that.
Well, Leslie was also involved. Our purpose here is to discuss the things that were said in that live video. I feel like Katie set that up. Um, once she saw that I was in the chat, that was a setup. She has Leslie join her, and then things just snowballed from there and have been since. So that's pretty much what we want to talk about is why. I mean, we just don't understand what happened in that video. I mean, why she would do that.
Okay. And that's fine. By the way, just to let people know, I'm just gonna probably do audio only for right now. You guys, they'll just be staring at my screen, so, which is fine. It's just one of those things. Maybe you can just sit back and listen rather than having to worry about, because they're not on camera anyways. So all you'd be doing is looking at me, and I'm not as narcissistic as people think I am. I don't have to be seen. I really don't care. But so Jen, you were a mod for Leslie, not for Katie, right?
Correct. I
Okay.
was a mod for Leslie for quite some time.
So what happened there?
Well, whenever she decided to go about making amends with Katie, her and Katie, like Kim stated, attacked her, mostly Katie, in the stream. Mind you, I'm blocked for one simple comment from Katie's stream of asking her to apologize previously when they had their falling out. So I couldn't have helped Kim anyway, but she wanted us to gather information and do a lot of things, and then she turns around and makes up. And it really wasn't all about just her making up with Katie, but she's making videos as if it is, and we're upset because they made up. it's going over both of their heads what's going on.
Well, let me ask you this, and again, this is going to be a completely subjective evaluation. This is opinion. This is not based on anything factual that you can demonstrate. I'm not asking that kind of question, but let me ask you this: do you think that it is possible that Leslie and I got a little bit echo there, rain, um, that Leslie and Katie kind of joined forces only because Katie was reaching out to Leslie because she knew that me and Leslie were going to do some stuff together?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Monetary gain and that. Yes,
Yes.
Because I thought that, but
absolutely.
of course I cannot demonstrate that. That's a claim. I have no ability.
It's all,
But
that's all of our opinion. Yes, I'm not
Right.
stating that as a fact,
it's my
but
opinion
in
as
my
well, by the
heart,
way. But I just
Right.
wanted your
yes.
guys' view on
Well,
it.
no, but yes, absolutely. Monetary, Katie knows drama sells. That's why I feel like she attacks people, retracts, goes back, attacks. She gets all this drama created and puts on 8, 10 ads, gets her money, and then shuts it down and then starts with somebody else.
There just seemed to be a pattern there, and I want people to recognize
Exactly.
this. That first of all, this channel's not about drama, and I've always said that many times. Caffeine Corner with Cheshire is not drama. What we do is we go after arguments. We go after things that we find to be egregious, unethical, things of that nature. Now I understand under the umbrella of things that people will call that maybe drama because it's not really science or philosophy related, but I think it goes to the heart of critical thinking. So I want to make sure that people in my channel and people that are coming over from other channels do not think that this is a drama channel. It's not. It is certainly nothing like Katie's channel. But Katie is not a critical thinker. Katie has made egregious claims that she cannot support, and I think that pattern you just described of her doing that, her basically causing drama, then backing off of it, changing things. She's like one of the very few content creators I know that actually has a live stream, downloads the video, chops that live stream back up, and then uploads it again. Who does
Yeah.
that?
Right.
Who does
Exactly.
that? I mean, unless you got something like to hide or manipulate or to run a narrative, who in the world does that? Because I sure the hell have never done anything like that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
False narrative. Yes, at that.
So you think it's for monetary reasons? You think it's strictly?
Absolutely.
Or I see that.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna
Drama is selling.
I'm going to digress a little bit there. I do agree with you. I think that it is drama related, but I think it's more insidious than that. I think it's not just the fact that she wants monetary gain. I don't think she's like a greedy person. What I think is she wants monetary gain because it feeds her narcissism. I find her to be an absolutely egotistical, self-centered person where everything revolves around her to the point of I don't even think she actually realizes there are other people in the world.
I agree.
That's just my, and again, these are my opinions.
Opinion. Yes,
I really,
my opinion.
I know that, I know people are going to be saying, damn, Steve, this sounds like bullying. This sounds like drama. You just had a show on cyberbullying. Aren't you bullying her? No. And I want to make sure that people understand this. I don't have a coordinated attack against her channel. I don't want nothing to happen to her channel. I'm not harassing her. I don't want anybody to do anything against her. Whatever. I am stating my opinion only for the fact that I think she has a very, very bad arguments, and I think she's really bad in what she does, and this is causing strife. This causes contention. This causes people to be listening to her not to be critical thinkers. Because I'm sorry, I've seen her audience, and I know if you modded for her kid, but her audience is not the sharpest
Well, I
knives in the
made
color
fun of
set.
them too, so I
Yeah.
made fun of Kim and the rest of them.
Yeah.
But
And she is a little histrionic. Yeah, the mistress reveals she's more histrionic, and that might be true. That she might be histrionic, but
well, she brings most of this on herself. When you put out something, whether, and I'm not going to bring certain things up, but when you talk about yourself or your home life, and then you come out, whether it be a couple of months or years later or whenever, and you contradicted what you said previously, well, yes, people are gonna question you.
as they should. I mean, people could
But
change
she
their
doesn't
positions.
understand that.
Well, and she calls that harassment. And here's something that I've noticed. We did a lot of things in the last week or so about cyberbullying and harassment and what constitutes that and what constitutes an insult, what constitutes criticism, what's valid criticism. I don't think Katie understands any of the distinctions being made in any of those terms because my criticisms to her are valid. They are based upon the fact that her research and her due diligence is negligible at best.
Correct.
And she doesn't seem to care. There's an apathy there that is Doesn't matter. It's gossip. It's allegedly kind of thing. Or she just throw accusations out there and doesn't really care about the consequences. And
Well, she states it as fact, and
yeah,
then
well, yeah,
tries to
exactly. Thank
back
you.
off.
Yeah, yeah. It even still. I mean, it's one thing to say, yeah, my opinion about this, and this. Okay, whatever. It's just background noise to me. But you're right. She states things as fact. She did it to
Yes.
me. So I know that
Yes.
this is not just my opinion. This is an ontological reality because she apologized for things that she stated as fact that were not, and she just did it so many times. I've seen it to people. But why
And
don't
she doesn't get her way, so then she takes it back
and
and
then she takes it back.
attacks.
And then what she did to me. There you go. That pattern.
Exactly.
She took back
Yes.
her apology, struck my channel. And by the way, if you guys did you guys ever see her apology, her non-apologies to me?
Yes, I
Okay.
saw it.
Okay.
Yeah,
For the
it was
outside,
typical.
yeah, for the outside chat, the people that are listening may not know what's going on. She did some tweeters. She said some tweets, basically saying, "I saw Steve's evidence. He was right. Kyle lied to me. Blah blah blah," which was fine. I mean, I asked her for apology because I said, she slandered me, and if she's going to call herself a journalist, there's some higher, what's called higher due diligence, or at least a due diligence there, a higher standard to be had. And I do have a lawyer now, and I'm very happy to go after and sue her ass. But I said, if you apologize, I'm not going to bother with any of that because it is, very difficult, but it's not impossible. And she did. And then literally the next day, she rescinded it because I asked her for more of an apology because she actually made other accusations, and she's like, "Well, I won't apologize for that." I'm like, "But they're false accusations. I mean, where's the evidence for this? Well, I don't have any evidence for this." I'm like, Are you kidding me here? So what was it?
Right.
Why would she do something like that? What's the advantage to her to say, "Here's an apology, but I'm not going to apologize for this other thing, which I have no evidence for"? Why wouldn't she just give an apology across the board? What benefit did it have to her that she didn't apologize for everything that she said was wrong or false?
Exactly. Yes. And during that live stream, she says that I cussed her and said things that I didn't say before she took my wrench. I mean, there's a video out there of what happened. I just simply kind of called her out for what she said to Leslie, and boom, she took my wrench. But during this live stream, she states as it's a fact, as though it's a fact, that I said things I didn't say.
Now you're okay. I want to clarify. You're not just being retaliatory that you said, "Oh, I lost my wrench. I'm going to go after Katie," right? Because I don't
Oh,
see that at all.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, no.
Yeah. Okay. Because I mean, there are legit reasons why you really do believe this. It's not just, "Oh, well, I'm just upset I lost my wrench" kind of thing.
Absolutely. No. No, I'm glad.
No, I
No.
can attest to that.
No,
She was
absolutely
more
not.
than happy. She did not want to be with Katie, and that's why she called her out on her views, and she
Mhm.
started noticing more and more, correct me if I'm wrong,
No, that's
throughout that period of time of what Katie was doing, and that just really opened up her eyes.
right.
It's
Yeah.
not about revenge or wanting to be a mod.
No,
Okay.
absolutely
I
not.
just want to clarify the reason, but I know how some people are. This is the anti-spin channel kind of thing, and I know that somebody eventually will comment or say, "Oh, she's just doing this because she's upset." It's that
Oh, we
typical
Oh,
rhetoric.
it's
Yeah.
been
been
said.
called
Yes, it
every
has been
name
said.
under
Yeah.
the sun.
Yeah.
Speaking of bullying, we have been bullied. The true term, I've been called everything under the sun.
Yeah.
Now, can I ask
And
why? I mean, all cards on the table. We are, we're in a Facebook group. There's a Facebook group out there that's not a big secret. That deals a lot with Katie. But I don't particularly involve myself in it much, especially with any bullying that is going in either way. I don't do bullying.
right.
But she's very upset about this group existing. I think she actually got like the main group shut down.
She did.
And then,
Yes.
and then it got restarted. And I'm like, wow, this is cancel culture at its finest. For the people that may not know about this, well, you know what? Can you tell the story? Because this is cancel culture. She went actively out of her way to target a private group on Facebook. No joke.
She did. She
Yes.
did. Absolutely.
So you want to
Yeah.
like tell people about that a little bit, because I find that to be
Elaborate.
egregious.
I really don't have a lot to say about it. I mean, someone apparently was in the group who was sending her screenshots of things that were being said, and she took everything out of context. And reported the group and had them
Yeah,
shut down.
that's
Yeah.
you know what that's all that needs to be said. That's basically what seemed
And
to have
she's
Right.
occurred.
going after every group
Yep.
too, not to
Yeah.
mention.
Now we have the commentary count out there without any crystal balls. She wrote, Katie removed it when after this was announced, but clips are available on the channel. By the way, I got to put I'll put your Twitter in the video description later. Without any crystal balls, without any crystal balls has a running commentary of basically Katie's BS for the very very long time, and I find her to be extremely credible, very accurate, and she makes sure that she does track these things in a professional way. I don't know I don't even know if she's a she. I don't know why I think she's
Well,
female.
people are also accusing Kim of being the one that is actually her.
Yeah. I'm not. No.
She's not, but they're accusing her of that too.
Well, I've been accused. You know, how many people have accused. People thought I was Chesh for a while. I don't know. People think that I started parody accounts. I have no parody accounts. I have no commentary accounts. I have one Twitter account. I tried to do another one for Defco One Science. It just got messed up. But yeah, you get accused of that all the time. And by the way, I really have no idea who this person is, except that I know that they do a very accurate job in tracking some of Katie's stuff, and so I've been a huge fan of their work. I really don't know their gender. I don't know why I keep thinking she. It's just maybe the way they
Nor
talk,
do I, but we kind of say she too.
Yeah, I think that it's just like some of the I don't know way people speak. But anyways, I should I do pronoun neutral they? No, I can't do that. It's just weird. But anyways, that's kind of the update on that. So Katie likes to go after to target people, and this is what I think happened with myself when I uploaded that video. And again, she had every right to strike it. Don't get me wrong. But you notice that I put it on the other account, my other channel. I didn't put it on this one. That's how much I didn't trust her.
Right.
Okay, I wanted to see if she actually would strike it, and I wanted to see if her apology was genuine or not. Because now I know that it wasn't, and once we get the Non Sequitur Show channel back, I do hold her personally responsible for the damages on that channel. I do hold her personally responsible for how that channel was degraded by the quality after she was on, because she was horrible what she did. And the fact that she covered up for fraud, she covered up for fraudulent conversion, unjust enrichment, breach of fiduciary duty, and breach of contract, and she didn't care. When people were telling her, hey, you don't know what's going on here are all the facts, she blocked those people. Blocked them.
Yes.
Blocked them.
She blocks everybody. If you do not 100% agree with her, like I said, I made one comment. I can back this up that says you need to apologize to Leslie. Blocked. Never had any interaction with her. But I also noticed you calling her journalist and said you use the term loosely.
Very.
She did used to call herself that until all of this went down with you, and then after that she started attacking people, saying she never claimed she was.
Oh, I know she. Oh, I have. Well, actually, without a crystal ball, has screenshots of her, and I've seen them. She calls herself a journalist, and then recently she's like, "Well, I don't usually use that term, or I don't use that term, or I'm not a journalist."
No, she said she didn't. Somebody else did, and then her mod's like, "Oh, we were calling her that," and she's like, "Yes, I never claimed to be." Yes, you did.
Yes, you did. It's absolutely she did. And then she wants to refer to herself as an investigative reporter, and I'm like, "Do you understand that an investigative reporter is a journalist? They're the same thing. An investigative journalist or investigative reporter are synonymous terms. Just by saying you're an investigative reporter, it doesn't get you out of the fact that you're insinuating to people that you're a journalist, because that's what it is. She's not a journalist. She's never been a journalist. She is a blog writer for Pathos at most, which she was. But I heard they dumped her. I don't know if she left or they dumped her, but all her Pathos stuff is gone, all of it. Boom.
Yes.
Well, there was a lot of hearsay, so I don't know facts
either
on that, so I'm not going to speak on that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, the facts. Okay, I can give material facts. The material facts is her count is no longer there.
Right.
Okay, so everybody agrees upon that.
Yes, go ahead and agree on that.
There's two options: either she left on her own accord, or they basically got rid of her. I think there's.
Well, that's factual too. Yes.
Okay.
But I'm saying what I heard. Why I'm not getting into.
I'll tell you this. I've heard reasons why too. I'm not going to actually get in that either. People can go find out, because I don't.
Right. I'm sure.
Okay.
Yes.
I know what
If
you're
we
referring to, and
know,
I don't want to bring that up. But I could say this: if I don't see any reason why she would leave it on her own. I mean, especially to get rid of all her stuff. So that doesn't make much sense to me as what's more of an abductive argument to be what's more likely the case that she left Pathos or they got rid of her. I think they kind of may have got rid of her. Again, not to go into too many details, but I think she was making statements that they felt were not supportable. And I also think that they might have gotten hold of her saying that, oh, I have Pathos lawyers behind me and all this other stuff that I think is complete BS. That's just what I think. I
Well,
think the Panthers got
Kim
sick of
could
her.
correct me, but I think she did make a statement that she left Pathos on her own accord to pursue YouTube because she was making more money. Am I imagining that, or did that really happen, Kim?
I think she did say that in a live. I'm not sure.
I've heard something like that too, but that narrative doesn't really make sense to me. You don't delete. You don't. I have a blog too, but I wouldn't delete my blog for going somewhere
Well, I
else.
believe she said that, like out of her own mouth, not hearsay. I
Yeah.
could have swore I read that she wrote it or said it, one or the other,
But
is why she left.
Does that make sense though? If she did, I don't know why she would do
Well,
that.
No sense.
nothing she says makes sense to me. So, I mean,
Yeah, and it's funny, you know. I tend to give people the benefit of the doubt. I give what's called principle of charity as much as possible. I don't with her because, as you said, I don't trust. She could tell me the sky's blue. I'm going to go walk outside to go make sure that it is. Okay.
I swear I've said the same thing.
Yeah, I think that everything out of that woman's mouth is just manipulative. But I most of the time give benefit of the doubt. But I also got to think to myself, is this story making sense? And it doesn't make sense to me that she would delete her entire Pathos profile because that is a record. That is her. She could say, hey, look, I'm an ex-Pathos writer. Here's all my stuff. She has that now. She doesn't have that now. It's gone. Now, I'm sure she has copies of her stuff, but maybe somebody get a hold of Pathos. Maybe they can actually make a statement. I don't know how that works. I have no idea. But she doesn't work for Pathos. She's just a member of that group. But she made it sound like she was actually employed by them and that she had the backing of their lawyers and all this other stuff. And I think it's all BS.
I do too. I believe most everything that comes out of her mouth is.
So,
but personally, that's my opinion. Once again,
yeah. Again, I'm fine with people giving opinion, right? People could criticize, and they can even say, "Look, I don't like this person, or I think this person's this, and this." That's to me is fine. It's kind of, you know, just your standard rhetoric. As long as the stuff that you accuse people of, you can back up. I can back up everything I've ever said about her as far as what she did to me. Right.
Well, I'm just saying, I know people in the chat are going to run to her and she's going to try to come at us full force for me. And she's going to try to say, as I stated it, as if it was fact. No, I've stated several times, this is my opinion. Some things I do know, some things I don't. I won't comment except if I do. That's why I state opinion.
Yeah, and that's completely fair enough. But okay, you know, I kind of think where I want to again, I don't want to dogpile her. And by the way, Katie can anytime she wants to come in, she can. I would be happy to have a conversation with Katie. She's one of those very few people that even though I morally detest her, she has unanswered questions, and I unlike other people, I would be more than happy to have her come in and answer some questions. By the way, just to let you know. I'm sure you guys probably would too.
No, I know you would. Unlike her channel that isn't fair when she claims to be and won't have people on and delete block.
Yeah, that's a good point. If Katie said, Steve, you want to come on my channel so we can hash things out, I probably would say yes, only because I want to call her out on why she made some of the decisions she's made, and for her to present evidence of her accusations. I would be more than happy to that.
She's not going to take you up on that
of course
offer.
She won't.
You know why? She does other people. She goes after people she knows she can manipulate and twist, in my opinion. And she knows she cannot go up against you, is why she is not.
Oh, I think intellectual iClassrooms talked about using the word narcissism, but people that use the word narcissism are usually narcissistic. There might be some truth to that, but I'm going to use the word narcissist here, but I'm definitely not a narcissist. But I think that oh God, now I was looking at something and I got sidetracked. One sec, gotta get Brandon on track. Oh yeah. I think she does a lot of things to feed her ego, and so coming after me doesn't feed her ego because I'm not an easy target, and I think she vastly underestimated me. Because I think it's all about her, and if somebody tries to fight back, it's no longer about her. It's about people fighting back, and she doesn't want that, and so she just blocks
Well, she
that.
goes after the weak,
The week,
basically.
yeah. Without a crystal ball says, without any crystal balls says, Katie did say she had lawyers from Pathos behind her, but she admitted before she was an independent contractor and responsible for her own legal costs with Toddy Westbrook's cease and desist letters. Yeah, I remember something like that too, but that's kind of a contradictory type positions, isn't it?
Yes.
You know, so yeah, I mean, which is it? I mean, it's one or
But
the
once
other.
again, that's her MO.
So let me ask you guys, what would you want? Again, I'm not trying to go after Katie's followers. Again, I think a lot of them are just you can correct me if I'm wrong, but they just seem to be stay-at-home moms, people that really just don't really get into it, critical thinking. They watch gossip channels and reality TV, and they just follow along like little
And they
sheeplings.
seem to be quite vicious too. So
Oh, I've
yes.
seen that. Her mods are mean. No offense, Kim, but her means are mean.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah,
Absolutely.
sure. But what would you want to say to her audience? Again, I'm not trying to turn her audience. I couldn't give a shit. But I know a lot of her audience are sycophants that really stand by her regardless. And even though we've demonstrated she's lied. I mean, this is not even a matter of if she's lied. It is a matter of she
Oh, they'll
actually
go
totally
down
lied.
fighting for her if everything, which it has been put in their face, they're still continuously fighting for her. So there's nothing that could be said.
Why? I don't understand. It is on record that she was wrong about me. She has even said, and she even
Well, you made a
apologized.
point when you said her audience, no offense to Kim, but critical thinkers. That's what, my opinion, she's lacking.
Yeah, and I've noticed this when she actually came on the non sequitur show. I'm like, this person is not really what I think this show should be having on. She was not somebody that I found to be intelligent. She was not somebody I found to be credible in her journalistic integrity. I thought that most of her stuff was crap. The only thing that I thought she did a pretty decent job on was the Jilly Juice things, but again, not a lot of effort required to debunk something like that. But of course, Kyle was just enamored by her. Oh, he thought she was just the bestie, and I'm like, wow, okay, that's fine, but don't take your besties and put them on our channel just because you get along with them. That's not how you run a
Right.
channel. Because everybody he brought on, I'm sorry, they were shit with few exceptions. I mean, obviously Shannon's really good at what she does, but I mean, Godless Engineering, Caitlin Chloe, and Katie Poulson, if you guys remember, they sucked at what they did. They just sucked. So that's my opinion, by the way, but it's me spilling some tea and a little bit of venting, but whatever. So you guys want to look? Jen, you can't look at the live chat, but Kim can.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I've replied to a couple of people who are giving
Oh, you did put it.
misinformation.
I can see it, I think.
Yeah, I instead of having a blank display there, I put the video itself, and I always like my own videos because I like my videos. So somebody goes, Steve liked this video. Yeah, of course it is. It's not like liking a tweet. I like my videos. And plus it upsets the downvotes because like yesterday we had like 80% downvotes before we even started. It's just we have haters. It is what it is. But I thought we'd take some questions from the audience and kind of catch people up to date on what Katie's doing with Leslie now, because I've known they formulated a little bit of alliance, and that kind of goes what Jen wants to talk about, I guess. But I thought we kind of, I think we actually got multiple people from other communities coming in right now. I think you put the link out, Kim, somewhere?
No, I
Well-
didn't get a chance
didn't?
to do
Okay.
that, but I don't think I needed to.
I
Yeah.
wanted to straighten something out
Sure.
that Leslie is saying about, she's saying we left as mods because she made up with Katie. So she's trying to make it out that we hate Katie so bad we left her. That is not the reason I left her as a mod. In the beginning, I wished her well and said I couldn't stand by to see that train wreck because she would stab her in the back. I didn't initially want. I knew she was going to get hurt. That she was getting used, and she was going to get hurt. So it wasn't about them making amends.
Hmm.
She keeps trying to make it out like we couldn't support her being friends with her.
Yeah, I don't. That's not. Yeah, I wouldn't. To me, that would be a petty charge, and I don't think that either one of you are petty. So that would. I totally believe you on that.
Well, we have plenty of things to back it up, but the point I wanted to make that very clear to her audience. She's trying to do the "I feel woes me" card and making a lot of claims that are not true. That's not the reason.
Yeah, I don't get that vibe either. Like I said, I have no issues with Leslie whatsoever. She was always really nice to me, and I hope she does extremely well. I think she's taking a chance here. Might pay off for her. I don't know. I don't get into her world. Uh,
Oh
but
no, she's
but
taking a big chance because one of her mods is also spewing my personal medical information around. And now her new mod is putting it on the internet.
so okay, so this I'm not aware of. I see people mentioning in the live chat. Why? First of all, how does she have your medical information? And two, why does she think
We,
that's?
in our private chat, we would talk to each other every day
Mm.
on Leslie's team, not Katie. This has to do with Leslie. All of Leslie's mods, we talked every day, all day, about everything that had to do with our lives and anything carrying on.
Was it? Would you talk in a live stream or was it just private?
No, it was a private.
Okay, because people were saying that it was talked in a live stream, and there's a huge
No,
difference there.
one thing I discussed was talked in a live stream that I did bring up. But what he's saying was not brought up in a live stream. See, that's the thing. They don't know everything.
They never do. This is what
Right.
I see with a lot of people. They have half-ass information.
Exactly, and that's why it's hard to like we haven't blasted everything that we could.
Oh yeah. Oh, well,
It's
I'm in the
not
same boat.
it's
There's a
not
lot of things I
about
could talk about that I'm not going to, only out of respect for other things. But
Right.
yeah.
right.
Hmm.
But when you attack me personally, that's uncalled for. And yeah, I did leave Leslie a very nasty message after that.
Yeah, I don't like people talking about medical stuff of other people. Not that I mean people know my medical stuff. I did talk about it on live stream, so I don't care if people talk about it. I just find that people who use medical stuff against somebody is just they're just duplicitous. They're
Well,
just
when you go
honestly
after
shit.
a low blow,
Yeah,
it was a low blow.
it says a lot for their character. I don't particularly give a crap, but when people have to use somebody's medical history as a weapon, you're a pretty shitty human being. It's just straight up.
Well, why are they talking about us, period? If we have all moved on, and Leslie said this herself, she's like, Jen, me and you moved on. We were great, blah, blah, blah. Well, then why was this stuff being spread if we had moved
Oh,
on
that's
and y'all
easy.
weren't talking about me?
That's easy. Certain time I've had this happen to myself. You move on from people, they can't let it go. I've had people that I moved on from years ago that are still sniffing around, that still talk about me every single day of their lives. Literally every single day of their lives. I think they talk about me. It's just I don't know. I
Well,
don't get
that's
it.
sad.
I haven't talked
That's
about some of them in 2 years, and yet they still talk about me every single day, which is okay. It only has made my career on YouTube go higher.
Right.
exactly.
Don't think it's bad. When people talk about you and they're shitty human beings, people notice on YouTube, right? I mean, you'll get a few people that'll believe them, but I love this number. 95% won't, and that's the people you want to cultivate. Kawasa says for 10,000 won. Was KT like that from was Katie like that from the start, or did she change after she met some measure of success in her work? Good question. I love Kawasu. He has great questions. What do you guys think of that? Do you think she was always like that, or do you think after she gained a little notability? And by the way, guess where she started her
Both.
notability from? Guess where her YouTube career kind of got launched from, even though she was on it, but nobody really knew she was. Oh wait, that was from us on Non
Through
Sequitur.
you.
Right.
Yes, through you. But I think it was a combination of both. She had it in her, but the more success she felt like she was gaining, the worse it kind of made her.
So it got it. So basically, from what I understand, I knew somebody. There was somebody in the group that we were in, and I don't remember their name. Not that it really matters. I probably wouldn't give it anyways. But they said they were a childhood friend of hers, and that she was always all her life saying that she wanted to be famous, and she was going to like um, be have some notability. And I think that Katie probably does think that way. I think she really does want to be famous, I guess you can say. And I don't care. I don't think she cares how she gets that way.
Exactly, she does, and it doesn't matter who she takes down or how she gets there. She doesn't want to do it like, I mean, I would want to do it honest and professionally. That's me personally. But
Mm-hmm.
hey, if you want to stir up drama to get there, well, be careful who you stir it up with, is all I can say.
Okay, well, somebody says like, okay, example, and I'm fine with people make accusations if they can back it up. But you know what's funny? It's I always see these anonymous accounts. These are usually accounts that have no avatars, no subs, right? Um,
Well, we know what that means.
yeah, well, and they get one shot. I'm a one and done kind of person. By the way, that doesn't apply to my social life. Don't go there. But this person says, okay, Jennifer's straight up lying about what? About what?
Yeah,
You get
please
one. You
tell
get
me
one
what I'm
and done
lying
because
about.
I'm happy to entertain people if they have accusations of lying. I've had people
Yes,
for years
please.
say Steve lied, and then when you
Well,
ask what Steve lied about, you get bumpkiss.
if they ask the question, I'm more than willing to answer it. And like I said, I have private messages to back up what I'm saying, just like she released private messages. Well, you can release a message, but not release what was said before, after. So
Okay,
then it can be taken out of context.
absolutely. And by the way, even still, even if it's something's live, I don't think medical information should be really discussed by other people. It's just it makes no sense. But I gotta scroll up 1 sec, so I'm losing it. So they say the mod only got that info from the live and not from anywhere else. And Jennifer was told that. Well, you don't. First of all, that
Yes, I was told that, but I have a voicemail by Leslie admitting that it was not her, and verbatim she says, "You can guess who told."
and he goes. They go on to say, and it was said on their channel they created to bully Leslie, and no one even commented to her first. Who was the bully, Leslie?
Commented to who
To
first?
who?
I don't
I
understand.
don't either. But the first part of that, the mod only got that information from the live and not from anybody else. How do you determine that?
Right.
Because that's what they were telling each other, and Leslie slipped up and told her mod to go back and tell me that after I told Leslie she could get in trouble for releasing my private
Sure,
medical
but
information.
how it's that person who's making that accusation? How do they make that how do they determine
They're
that?
making it based off of what
Ah,
Leslie's telling
so it's
them.
just hearsay.
Yes.
Or it's that person making the accusation is probably the person who made it in the first place.
That could be true.
Well,
Okay,
correct.
fair enough.
Yes.
Fair enough. And by the way, yeah, Leslie could call come on in. I'm happy. I don't know what Leslie's doing. I didn't get a hold of her, but like I said, I got no ill will toward her whatsoever. And anybody who tries to have some just make some discord between Leslie and I, they're going to probably hopefully fail because I've never had any kind of beef with her. But
I came on to set the record straight of what we're being accused of. I'm not trying to turn anybody against Katie. I'm not trying to turn anybody against Leslie. I'm stating my opinions along with facts of what happened that people don't know, and they act like they do.
This person says Jennifer is assuming that I told people about her medical background. I don't even remember her medical background, nor do I care. I promise I haven't. Believe it or not, schizo in
She
stereo.
told, okay, can I say, Matt, I'm not assuming Leslie told me Matt told.
Is that Leslie? Schizo in stereo.
Yeah.
No, that's
No,
Matt.
that's Matt.
That's Matt.
And
Who's Matt?
Leslie told me Matt is the one that told the other girl that repeated it.
I don't know who Matt is.
He's
Okay.
one of
Well, that's her
Leslie's
mod.
mods.
Oh, okay. I don't know all her mods. I've seen some. I do know some of them, more vitriolic ones. But okay, welcome Matt. So Matt has some. Matt's kind of an insider as far as he's a mod for Katie. So or for Leslie. I'm sorry. And so he kind of has some inside information here, at least that we can talk about. On his
Well,
view.
he's obsessed with both women, so he would have information.
Okay, so he's a fan of both.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so let me ask if I could. I didn't want to go down this rabbit hole, but why not? Matt, let me ask you in the live chat there. By the way, do you guys care if he comes in? He wants to.
No.
Okay.
I have no problem whatsoever.
So if he does, but Matt, let me ask you. When it comes to like Katie, we've demonstrated that Katie has lied. We've demonstrated Katie has been dishonest. We've demonstrated that Katie has not done her due diligence in almost every story she's ever done. I'm just kind of curious. Why do you think that she should have any credibility when it comes to anything. Again, this is not a matter of opinion. This is a matter of objective fact that we have caught her um, just being contradictory, saying things one way and then completely different. And I mean, vastly different, changing the narrative to the point where she downloads a video, cuts up the stuff, and then puts it back up to be dishonest. But she made accusations about me that later on she did find were untrue after numerous people had been telling her, and the documentation came out that she could not deny any longer. But she apologized and then took that apology back. So let me ask you, what kind of person does that? I'm just kind of curious, man. Why you? Again, I'm not trying to have people go against her, but I really want to get in the mindset of people who are defending people that are like that. I don't get it.
To understand why.
Yeah.
Yes, why you go so hard when the evidence is right in your face and you don't see it.
Yeah. Now, I mean, somebody could say, well, people lie, blah, 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 and I'm okay with that. Look, I'm not saying there's not reasons why he's not justified. I'm just saying, does he know that Katie has done these things? I don't know. She hides shit.
He is the one that sent out the monster from Minnesota video, so yeah, he's aware she's done these things.
Okay. So that's even better. Then maybe I really do want to find out why he thinks all that was justified. So, Brandon says that's not cleaning the air. To clear the air, you speak directly to someone. She can come on in, Brandon. Both of them could come in. Leslie and or Katie are more than welcome.
Yes.
I'm willing to talk to either one of them. First of all, again,
I am too. I have.
Leslie, but yeah, I mean, if right now, if Katie said, well, because here's the thing, Katie messaged me at one time and she said very clearly, I want all this to end. You know, I want to talk to you. But the problem was this was I took as an uncharitable request because she had flagged my channel, right? She fooled me once, kind of thing, right? I don't buy that. I was like, no, you have literally struck my channel and you did not remove that. You're done. There is no coming back from that. Okay, so there is nothing to end here. She's going to be on my radar for the rest of her life. Okay, but that doesn't mean I'm not willing to talk to her. But I will do it.
That is the difference too, by the way.
But it's not to reconcile. I want to grill her.
Oh no, I didn't say it was. But I'm saying she won't give people the opportunity block. And I understand why you did. Like, fool me once. Yeah.
Well, fool me once. And you know, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not going to reconcile with her, but I'd be happy to ask her questions. Schizo says, I'm not a fan of Katie. I just like Leslie. I don't want to leave Leslie in case Katie turns on her. I have Leslie's back, not Katie's. Okay, well, no, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Like I said, I got no issue with Leslie. I don't know. Brandon got timed out, but he said I was referring to the channel of the exposing Leslie and Katie crap. I don't know what that means. But,
she's talking about the channel that I started just to refute the claims that Katie and Leslie made in that live video.
Okay. And exposing, what she means by that, she's not exposing their whole life or everything about them.
Absolutely
to narrow it down,
not.
she was putting facts to what she went through. What she was debating, what they had said she had done, what they did to her in that live stream, and she was putting out facts. We all agreed not to release anything that was said or done in that private group chat between Leslie's mods. Well, Leslie released it first to Katie.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, we felt that after she did that, the only things being released are things to dispute, like the lies. It's factual based. That's the only thing being put out.
Yeah, so and I'm perfectly fine for people doing that. I want people to be able to defend themselves, and I'm a firm advocate.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and look at let me throw this out there real quick. First, Unirock, I gave you the link again because I gave it to you earlier, but you ignored me. But I had to change the Skype call, so you're welcome to come in. You have the link. I just called you on Skype, so come on in if you want Unirock too. But I only respond to certain things, right? There are so many detractors out there that I don't even waste my time with and never will, never watch their things. I don't care. But there are certain people that will throw things out there that are accusatory that I will basically shit down their windpipe if they don't have enough evidence to back it up, which 9 times out of 10 they don't, right? Um, but I think people have a right to defend themselves. This channel, I bring people on so they have that right. I brought David Silverman on for Pete's sake, who, again, not a fan of his philosophy, but he had a right to defend himself because I think he got screwed. I would bring Matt Dillahunty on, who, again, not a huge fan at this point, but I mean, he's done a lot of great work. But if you know, he got some shit talked about him that I defended him on, right? And I would allow him to come on. So, you know, I want this channel to be objective. I want this channel to be the channel where people like yourselves that have been basically screwed, I think, or at least devalued,
yes.
to come on and
Yes.
air that. I'm fine with that. Again, that's not. I don't want to make that into gossip. I want to make that into these are critical thinking things, and I think that Katie's followers are not critical thinkers, and I want that to be pointed out. Leslie said she could come in. Leslie, let me see if I can get you the link real quick. I'll send it to you. You guys talk for a second, and let me see if I can get Leslie in here. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So give me a second here while you guys talk amongst yourselves.
All right.
I'm throwing you guys to the wolves here. Just go. I don't know. And Unirock is going to try to come in here, but I don't want to show everybody the link, so I'm blocking the screen real quick.
Well, I'm used to talking to myself.
You have a channel,
No,
right?
no, I'm here. I'm just reading the chats.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I can't see it anymore.
Tara Rayburn says, "How can someone say they are bullied and then make a channel to expose someone? Don't understand."
Okay, maybe expose. She's looking into that word the wrong way, or maybe you need to reword it for some people for them to understand your point of view. I guess that she does not get that you're putting they're not watching the video. They're going in there and attacking without watching.
Okay,
apparently.
I've seen that happen before. By the way, people just don't even watch the video they're commenting on. It's like, really,
Right.
Leslie, I sent you the link to join in your Twitter, and I added Unirock. Yeah, I would love to get a direct from Leslie. We were supposed to do some stuff and she decided not to, which is more power to her. She can make her own decisions and she's very cordial to me, very polite. So I really don't have anything bad to say about Leslie. I just hope she made the right decision for herself. That's all.
Jennifer Flossie says that you announced it yourself on a live stream. So to say that Leslie told is an absolute lie. But I think
it's not a lie when I have a voice.
That.
I have a voice message of Leslie admitting to me who told. I mentioned Xanax. I did not mention the other nasty things that little girl was trying to throw at me. And I say little girl because she's a lot younger than me. So I'm not being funny. I am clearly a lot older. She made that very clear.
Yeah, there's a little mic noise. This is fine. I love this. Twisted Hippie says, I can't imagine Steve McRae regular just turning up right now and wondering what's happening. Yeah, this is not my usual stuff. I mean, let's be realistic. This is completely unusual for this channel other than Caffeine Corner.
It is. It's yeah.
But I've let people know, look, I got a lot of things in the works and I've got a lot of people that I've been talking to. I can't not move forward until the judge signs that paper very much. So I'm just kind of keeping stuff on this channel as much as I can because I have Patreons and I want to make sure my followers have something to listen to. But we do have many other things coming up. But I think this stuff is still important because, again, this goes to critical thinking. This isn't about Katie so much. This is about the inability to look at a situation and say, what is happening here? Let me try to evaluate it properly. Anybody who thinks Katie is a serious journalist, I want to talk to that person. I really want to have a conversation with them, right? So it's not just, spilling tea as in drama. It is, what the hell are people thinking when they support somebody who's been so actively wrong in quite literally everything? So
right.
That's just the way I'm looking at it. But did we get
Monkey?
Leslie, where are you?
Monkey.
Where's Leslie? I gave her the link.
She's in the chat spewing the crap. The one that said And by the way, I can send the message to Matt and Flossie if they would like to hear it. Do y'all want that since you want to come on here and call me a liar when I know what I have and I know what I heard?
Is it a recording that of all the parties knew they were being recorded?
No, she recorded
It's a
me, and I didn't
voicemail.
Oh, it's a
know.
voicemail.
But
That's
it's a
fine.
voice
Voicemail's
message.
fine.
But no, I
Yeah.
mean, if
Yeah,
she's
sure.
saying that I'm lying, no, I'm saying I'll do that to them for them personally,
Okay. Okay.
not on the
Okay.
show.
That's fine. No, if that's perfectly acceptable. If they want to get a hold of you in private, and you can play it for them in private. No problem there. Yeah.
Or if you want to play it on your show, Kim can play it on the show.
Thomas says, I prefer this version of reality TV over fake reality TV. And, by the way, thank you on that. It's just, look at, I've seen a few minutes, obviously, of Katie's stuff, and I've watched one or two of her videos when she was talking about the non sequitur stuff. And I see a distinct difference between what she does, which is, to me, pure gossip mongering. This channel is not about gossip mongering. I don't want to have gossip. I want to have things that are factual, and I want to, opinions are fine, don't get me wrong, but not to start drama. Everything that I respond to is because somebody else has started drama. The show that we're going to be doing on Monday for Caffeine Corner with Chesh, somebody started the drama. Out of a few months, just everything was fine. Somebody just started to start drama, and of course they're pissed off that I responded to it. I'm like, wait a minute here, you start throwing shade my way on you lie. You don't think I'm going to say something about it? Have you met me?
All right. Well, most people don't like liars, and especially when you're the person being lied on. You're going to take up for yourself. I don't know anybody that wouldn't.
I totally agree with that. Well, there's sometimes where I just, people lie about me all the time, and I'm like, 90% of them I'll ignore because I
No,
just don't care.
something. Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get that. But when it comes, my medical condition, that's a little bit different, especially in the context her telling me, did I forget to take it today? You may need to go take it. Just making me look like I'm irrational
Oh,
because of
I
the
can't stand
medication I
that.
take.
Yeah, that actually makes me livid. And again, I don't know your medical situation, and I don't want to really discuss your medical situation, but there are similar things with people that have some kind of mental health issues that are on certain kind of SSRIs or tricyclics or something like that, and that is not a stigma. My brother had depression.
Well, I do, and that's what they're. But that was private,
Yeah.
and it was not supposed to be released to the public, and that was never said in a live
And
stream.
I can tell you right now, anybody who uses depression as a weapon can fuck off. Can
Well, she
completely
did.
fuck off. That is the most duplicitous, underhanded, mean-spirited, bullyish tactic I've ever seen. Because again, depression is a very serious medical issue. My brother
She
suffered
told
it
me
for
to
most of
take
his life.
more or less, so I could be rational or not. I don't know.
Yeah, I really don't like people messing with mental health type stuff because
Thank you,
it's a
Cecilian or Saline, however you say your name. I'm not quite sure. That's the one in your chat, and that's why I'm referencing her name because I did see her comments go by.
Leslie says it's not working. 1 second here. That's the right Skype thing. Leslie, give me your Skype thing and I'll add it. Put it in your Twitter right now, and I'll add it. I don't think I have to black this screen if I do that right. There we go. Okay, so it keeps me to download. Oh, but you have it. Well, like I said, I can just add you to the call, but I don't have your actual Skype name. So put your Skype name there, and I'll just add you to the call. She also apologized and said it was extremely low blow. But here's the thing. Katie does that a lot. She apologizes, but she's never sincere about it.
No, she did
Never.
that after Leslie got on to her because I sent Leslie a very, like I admitted, an ugly message because that set me off. It set me off, and I knew that Leslie knew and at the least did not discourage it. And when she speaks about she's taking up for her like we used to, no, we never put anybody down to take up for her.
Yeah, he showed my email is that, yes. My email is public. I don't care. It's perfectly fine. Ask Steve anything at gmail.com. I got so many filters. I did. So it's perfectly fine. If that is, I got multiple emails, so it's fine. Gwen says, $5. Even your drama talk is more enjoyable than Katie's tasteless gossip. Please have more. Some issues need to be addressed for the better of humanity. Thank you. Again, this is what I want the people to recognize. I don't want people to sit there and accuse me of doing gossipy type things. This is not. This is a very serious thing when somebody has in the community spreading this type of vitriol and this kind of misinformation, and then tries to whitewash it and cover it up and delete things and change history. I'm sorry, but it doesn't work that way when you're a public entity.
Absolutely.
It just doesn't. And I'm a little bit tired of it because I got suckered into it. I was like more than happy to take Kitty's apology. I was done. And she just basically stabbed me in the back. And I'm like, holy crap.
Yes, I know. She stabbed you right in the front.
In the front, yeah. By the way, I asked Leslie what her Skype ID is yet, but she hasn't told me yet. So, Helios, $5. Nothing wrong with setting the record straight, especially when you bring proof of lies. Refusing to do things like this is to allow lies to rule. I agree with that.
I agree too. Yes, and that's what we've done on the channel. We're just
if it's
refuting
a question,
claims that were made against us.
And I can release everything I'm stating.
So I'm kind of curious what our followers kind of have to say to that. And I know they'll be watching. And by the way, I can tell you right now, and I won't be able to show evidence for this, so I'm sorry. But I have seen that she has actually called for her, quote, troops to go rally to come try to go after this channel.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That to me is, again, people that need to be culled from my community. I don't want those kind of people around. We have culled people before for doing those types of targeted tactics. Many of my listeners know a lot of names have gone after certain channels to try to get them removed. Now, there's nothing this channel has done to be TOS'd. I stay within the confines. I know the rules. But still, her wanting to send people over here. And by the way, I think that's actually one time she tried doing that when it came to the Gypsy Rose situation. And that backfired spectacularly in her face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you do remember that?
I did. Yes. 100%.
Yeah, that was just a riot because she really thought that was going to backfire. Or, that was like her thing to go after me, and she sent a whole bunch of people over this channel, and literally sent. This is not just me, like being hyperbolic. She has told people to come over here and harass me and try to flag me and other stuff. And when they did, I listened to what they had to say because it was about Fancy, right? And
right.
And people remember who she was, and at least I listened. I was like, okay, what do you have to say? You might be a troll account because it's one of those types of troll accounts, but if you have something legit, you get a one and done thing. But their one was good.
Yes.
So I listened. I'm pretty consistent when it comes to that. All right, let me try this with Leslie real quick. Oh, I found her! I found her! Yay! This should work. All right, Leslie, I just now calling you. Come on in.
Just saying hi, Steve. I jumped in. I just want to let you know.
Wow, did you just over-modulate the shit out of my ears?
Sorry, you might have to turn me down. I'm on a I'm on my phone.
How am I going to turn you down? I'm on Skype, dude. How am I going to turn you down?
Let me see if I can do it.
Just whisper.
Yeah, I'll whisper.
But anyways, hi, Unirock, and hi, Leslie.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Steve. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, except that I ran out of coffee. Well, I didn't run out of coffee. I ran out of coffee in my cup, so I'm going to have to go get some more here in a second. I'll let Unirock kind of mod for me when he gets his audio fixed. But, yeah, so Leslie, first of all, like I said, I haven't really ever, had you on the channel before, and, we've talked.
Right.
But you do know that
Yeah.
I bear you no ill will whatsoever. You do recognize that, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. All right. So you guys ask your guys' questions between you guys because, again, there seems to be some things that need to be aired out. If you want to be my guest.
Okay, can I ask Leslie something? Did you not tell me that Matt's the one? You said verbatim, I'm not the one that released your medical condition, but you can guess who did.
Okay, this is what I can tell you about that, Jennifer. I don't remember exactly what I said. I thought my words were, I did not release your medical history. If someone did, it was not me.
No.
Hold on. That's fine. You can play it. I would love for you to play it. Did
I
you
will
just
send
say
it to
earlier? Did you just say earlier that I told you that Matt said it?
Okay, well, deduction. Sicilian's new. Flossie's pretty much staying
But
out
you
of
said
it.
that I told you
Candace
Matt said it.
Yes, I did say Matt. Yes, so if you
But did I
want to
tell
play
you that Matt
semantics,
said it?
I did say Matt. But
Did
you
I
said
tell you
can,
that Matt said that, Jennifer?
But
Did I?
No, you said you can guess who said it. You said it was said. It wasn't you.
Let me tell you, on that day, Saturday, I contacted you through audios. I tried to call you, you didn't answer. I sent you audios crying, begging y'all to stop. I said I haven't done anything to y'all. The
Why?
last
Why?
Jennifer, hold on.
What did CCS say to me? What did she do? Why
The
did I
thing
tell
is
you to
I
quit
didn't know though,
contacting me?
Jennifer. I did not know that CCS had brought up your medical history. The way I found out was when you messaged me and said, "Don't effing
That's
call
not
me
true
again."
because you started
I can
calling
read the
us
messages.
frantically as soon as I responded to her. And
No,
you have
no,
a
I
voicemail
heard.
saying you only responded to me. You were
I
calling
heard.
Amy and Kim too. They just wouldn't answer
It
because I
was
didn't know you
afterwards
were going to
though.
record the
I
whole
did.
thing.
I had
Every
absolutely no idea that your medical history was brought up in that chat until I went back, until you told me not to effing call you no more. And I literally contacted you through, like, I tried to call you, you didn't answer. So I
Can you
sent you
not say
audio.
that was hurtful? Did you read her message?
Absolutely. And but I didn't know that Saline brought your medical history up. Like, when I was reaching out to you, I had no idea your medical history had been brought up. But you messaged me and said, "Don't effing contact me again."
I said I
Because
was
you,
very rude.
okay, hold on. But you said because you told Saline about I'll read the comments. I'll read our chat.
Go right
Okay,
ahead.
so I said, "Hey Jennifer, when you get a minute, I wanted to ask you something really quick." This was Saturday at 1:53. I had not been in our group chat for a while because I was supposed to take my kids to a carnival that day. My husband was at work. I was supposed to have them ready by the time he got here, but I was so upset about that unveiling the mask of KJ and LB because I had wished all you guys well. And the next thing I know, there's a whole YouTube channel made to, like, that doesn't say that did not say that Leslie was on Katie's channel. Very uncomfortable. And when Katie brought Leslie in, Leslie said in the group, I was actually getting ready to do another stream. I was going to do a Chris Watch stream. I was brought in very last minute, off the cuff. I can read the messages from Katie where she says, "Hey, Leslie." I said, "Hey, Katie." She said, "I'm on a stream." I said, "Okay, I'll go watch really quick while I'm setting up to do my live." She said, "Are your kids asleep? Do you want to join?" I said, "Yeah, I can join for a minute." That's even in the group chat on that stream. I said, "I will call in for a bit." And when I got there, I said, "Yeah, I had a family reunion today. I was I was setting up to do Chris Watts live." And then Katie says, "So some of your ex mods were here." And I said, "Yeah." I had no idea Amy was there. As I went to Katie's channel on my laptop, as I was setting up, I heard her say something about Kim.
I have a question. The night Amy and Kim got deleted, did I get deleted by Matt and I
Hold on.
wasn't even
I
there?
will be more than happy to answer any questions, but I want to keep going
You
with what I'm going on right now.
okay?
So when Kim said some of your mods were here, I said, "Yeah, I wish them all well." That's all I can say. And then I went on to talk about something else. I did not talk about my mods. Are you guys? I went on to talk about the fact that this was so off the cuff that I did not have time to tell my moderators that I was going on Katie's channel and they were waiting for me to go live. Me and Katie talked for like a good 15 minutes about Teen Mom related stuff or something. Next thing I know, I'm talking. Katie says, "Hold on, something's going on in the chat." And then she says, "Kim, you can DM me." And this may not be word for word. I have a issue. I'm not good at, quoting things word for word, but this is what happened. This is the gist of it. Katie said, "Kim, why are you in my group chat if you are an admin on a hate group? Like, my DMs are open. We can talk about it. But as long as you're a part of a hate group, I don't understand why you're in my chat." I literally sat there looking uncomfortable because I was like, "Oh my goodness, I don't want to be here for this," because I don't have any ill will
Yet
towards
you
Kim.
were there and you continue to go on
And
and
you
talk
could have
about
shut
us.
it down. Flossie
Anybody,
left. You could
anybody
have
that has
left.
questions about what happened after Katie called Kim out, then Katie reads a question from the chat that was made by Kim. Katie says, "Did Leslie tell you that she was a part of that group too?" Hold up, airing my dirty laundry. I had not said anything about Kim up until that point, other than I wished my mods well. That's what I had said.
You
So
said
then,
you had already sent her
no,
screenshots of
I
our
didn't say that until
chat.
afterwards. And the screenshots that I sent her were not of our group chat. And I will be more than happy to explain what I sent her. I will tell, because I don't care. I have no reason to lie. Why would I tell Katie? Yes, I was part of a hate group that talked about you and say you had Munchausen by proxy. Yes, I did tell my mods to go get information about you because I was going to be on a video with Steve McRae where I plan to expose you. And I even told Katie, for the scumbag that I thought you were. So you mean to tell me that I'm going to say all that to Katie and admit all those things, but I'm not going to admit. Okay, here's the thing. After Kim brought me up, I literally had just said I wish them well. Katie is asking Kim, why are you here? DM me. You're a part of a hate group. I don't understand why you're here. Kim does not say, okay, Katie, I'll contact you. We can get it worked out. Or you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be here. I really don't like you. She don't say any of that. She said
she left when somebody
no, she
leaves.
didn't, Jennifer. You weren't there. You told me yourself you did not watch the stream. And anybody can go
When
back
I
and
talked
see
to
Katie
you,
reading.
I had not watched it.
Exactly.
I watched it later, and I was disgusted because
So
Flossie
tell
left
me
talking about
if you
crime.
watched it, Jennifer, if you
You
watched
should
it, tell
have
me.
left. You should have shut it down and
Why?
said, I don't want to be
so I
involved.
should have left and not defended myself when Kim was saying, did Leslie tell you she was a part of the hate group too? Did Leslie tell you she encouraged me to be a moderator?
Leslie, you're going in
Well,
circles.
real quick.
No,
Hang on. Real quick. Let's get some clarification here. What hate group are you referring to?
Well, that's what Katie
Yeah, I was
calling
gonna ask
it,
that.
the hate group, the without a crystal ball.
Okay,
I think
I'm in that group. That is not a hate group.
And I'm just
I don't
repeating
believe
what
it's a
was
hate
said.
group either.
Yeah.
I'm just repeating what was said. And
Okay,
this is one
all
thing
right.
that I want to make
I
clear.
just want to clarify that too. Yeah, that's you're reporting the facts of what was said. I just want to make clear to the audience that is not in any way, shape, or form a hate group.
And
Yeah.
like, to be honest,
Okay.
Steve, like when I got the message that this was going on, like a part of me didn't even want to. I told my viewers, I said, like, the issues that are going on, if you guys have questions, because I knew some people were seeing the videos that they were putting up about me. So if you guys have questions, reach out to me. I did not even want to go publicly
Well,
and talk
you
about
said
it.
they. Who's they?
They what?
You said they have been releasing.
Wait, what?
You said the videos they have been releasing.
Whoever is behind that unveiling the mask of KJ and LB. Here's the thing. On one of the videos, you can see up on the top right-hand corner who downloaded it or whose laptop it was on, because their picture is up there. Their YouTube picture is in the top right-hand corner. So you can see who's behind that, like who recorded that, because they left their default picture up there in the video.
Right, so that makes one person, not several, correct?
But I know that Kim is behind it as well. Is she not?
Absolutely, I'm behind it.
Okay, so that's why I say they, because I know that, Kim does it and then this other person does it.
Do you think, real quick, I'm going to turn this to Uni real quick while I get some caffeine, but do you think that it was right for Katie to take down that one group? Because, again, to call that a hate group is just obscene. These are people that, again, they might be, some of them people might be a little overbearing and over the top. I get that. It happens in every single group. But this is not, like, when I hear hate group, it is something that, okay, let's be racist, let's be misogynistic, let's be, go against, trans people that are hating something for some reason. This is a group that has been formed to keep people informed of Katie's misinformation. That is not a hate group.
Well, that's what Katie's calling it.
Right, I get that. I understand that. But do you think Katie had a right to try? Do you think she had a right to try to shut that down? Because cancel culture is a very real thing, and Katie is trying to be claims she's a journalist and a free speech advocate, I guess, which obviously doesn't seem to apply to her, because that was a private group too.
Free speech.
When I requested to be a part of that group, it was, I think right before me and you had talked on the phone, Steve.
Yeah.
I was hearing Katie was saying this. Katie was telling people not to talk to you, things that could, end up hurting my channel. And I will say, I started my YouTube channel because I just wanted something to do for me. I have 6 children. I'm always sending my kids. I did not think in 2 months I would be making money. But everything is money motivated to an extent. I saw someone say that Leslie and Katie are, this is money motivated to them. If I was not making a dime, would I continue doing it? Absolutely. But is it nice that I do make money? Of course. I have 6 children that I'm trying to take care of. But when I asked to join that group, it was because, I thought they're exposing things that Katie had said that was not truth. When I talked to Katie on the phone those 3 hours, it couldn't have been, it's not the person that I am for someone to be sincere and genuine and say, you know what, I am sorry. My apology before was not sincere. I did change the title. So I'm telling you now, like, I see where you're coming from. I'm sorry. It would not have been true to myself to say, well, I still can't like you, Katie, because so many of my, mods or my followers do not like you. And to be quite honest, Matt threatened to quit as well. That's how much Matt.
Now back up. Well, that is not why I was not a mod for you. It was not because you made up.
Did you not just say earlier, though, Leslie's going around telling people that we quit modding for her after her and Katie
But
made up,
hang
but
on.
that's not the
Let
truth.
me interject.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah. You go ahead. But before you do, 1 second, because Leslie, no offense, but you didn't answer my question. Should have Katie's
Okay,
because
I'll
should have Katie got that community shut down on Facebook. Do you think that was the right thing for her to do? Yes or no?
I know, nobody's going to like this answer. And my answer to that is like, I feel like I don't say things that I know will cause me more problems. Like, that's why I haven't really brought this issue up. As far as Katie, because she can verify that some of the things that was said on that group was inaccurate. So as far
Irrelevant.
as
Irrelevant. She got a private group shut down because she didn't like what was being said about her. That's not a hate group. That is not, she manipulated the system. There's no question about it. Anybody who's in that group will tell you this. You've seen it, and I know you don't want to cause rifts, but this channel
Right.
is about exposing these types of things and calling things are what they are. She did. This is a material fact. She got that channel shut down. I don't think, and that group shut down. I shouldn't say channel. That group shut down. You should be able to weigh on these things. You should be able to give your opinion without fear of retribution or retaliation or the effects. I give my opinion all the time. I go on a limb. I'm one of the very few people, I know Unirock's another one, we go out all the time on a limb to stand for what we believe is right. She did not have a right to do what she did. It was unethical. It was unprincipled. It was unbecoming of somebody who claims to be a journalist. And by the way, Tom, she has claimed to be a journalist on more than one occasion. I have the screenshots. Other people have the screenshots. This is a fact. This is a material fact that she cannot deny. But I'm just saying that, Leslie, I want my audience to know that this is what Katie does. She struck my channel, which I know you don't have to say it, but I think I know you well enough where you don't think that was the right thing to do, right? So
well, she struck, my moderator Matt, when Matt put up the video where, she called me a disgusting human being. She struck that one, and at the time I did not feel that was right because people had heard it. But what I will say is, while I may not agree with everything that Katie does, it had nothing to do really with why I felt the need to move forward. And when I agreed to move forward with Katie, I had no idea that I would be like hopping on her streams here and there, or that we would talk as much as we do. Her boy is autistic, and so is mine. So we do, like, her boy has a lot of the same things going
sure,
on that my son has.
okay, what's your reasoning? You said you did at one time. Why do you think Katie was right to strike my channel? And again, I'm not.
Well, I'm not saying that I think she was right about that.
Okay.
That's the thing is,
Okay.
I'm not saying that she was right about striking your channel. I'm not saying it was right for her to strike the video that Matt done, where people knew what I was, speaking out about. Well, I felt the need to defend myself when it come to, the things that she said. If people didn't know what she said, they would be like, "Why are you defending yourself?"
All right.
I don't agree with some things that Katie does. She
All right.
doesn't agree with some things that I do.
Hey, 1 second. We got some wind noise. Is that Kim?
No.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's Leslie. Are you outside, Leslie?
No, I'm inside.
Nice. Whoever has the wind noise. Okay. I really wanted your opinion on that because again, I'll tell you this. Katie was in every right legally to strike it. I'm not saying otherwise. This is an ethical thing. You know, I like ethics and you like philosophy.
Right.
You don't apologize to somebody, delete your video, and then when I upload it on the other channel, you don't strike that and then claim that your apology was legit. That's just BS. But anyways, Uni, can you take it for a minute, my friend? It's all
Yes,
yours.
sir. Yes, and thanks for inviting me, Steve.
Yeah, no
I had
problem.
doctor's appointments this morning, so sorry I got late, but
Watch.
really appreciate the invitation.
I'm turning this over to him for a little while, and I guarantee it by tomorrow he's going to own this channel. Okay. 5 people got that joke.
Anyway, so you're fine, bro. Look, I've been listening and I've been following the situation. If my mic gets too squeaky or something, let me know. But it would really help the audience if you guys could maybe give a little brief summation of what happened and how you feel. Now, if you guys don't feel like that's necessary, it's fine. But the audience is asking a lot, so okay.
I'm happy to do that. I will.
And then maybe each of you take a chance to go. Yeah.
I'll be more than happy to tell my side of things. And this was something that I said that I didn't want to do because I was scared that it would end up getting, like, for one, I didn't want people to go to their channel. I've actually told people, like, don't even go to their channel and try to defend me because it's just going to cause, like, them to get angry even more. So just, like, ignore it. I've told all my live streams, I'm like, if if you have had questions about things that you may have heard, just contact me privately because I don't want to entertain this. This is not why I started my channel. I have screenshots where Kim said that I was, had so much integrity, that I'm so against bullying. And what happened the night that me and Katie made up, I was on a 3-hour phone call with her. It lasted, I don't know. I'm not even going to say the time because I don't want people to say I lied about the time because I do not know the time, but it was late. She missed dinner. I missed dinner. My husband had to be up at like 4 o'clock the next morning, but he was sending to the kids. So when I got off the phone with Katie, I went to speak to my husband and I told him about what just happened. I go into the mod chat to let them know, hey, you guys, I just talked to Katie for 3 hours. Like, she apologized. It was sincere. Like, we are good. Katie did tell me she was going to do a live stream to let everyone know that we had made up and everything was fine. But I did not know that she was going to do it like right after we got off the phone. I'm thinking, it will be later that night, possibly even the next morning. So I thought I had time to let my moderators know that this was coming. But I didn't, because Katie did immediately, go on a live stream, saying, me and Leslie Bass were totes BFFs. So by the time I got into and I wanted to go into her chat and just let everyone know, like, yes, you guys, we talked, we're fine, we're moving forward. And so when I got off her stream, like, I felt better, because the whole thing with Katie, like, me worrying that she was telling people that she liked me when I felt like she really didn't, her like telling people not to go on my channel, but instead go on hers, because I was hearing that she had told someone, and she said that she didn't do that. She said, I never told this person not to go on your channel. But anyways, it weighed on me a lot because I work very hard for my channel. So to think that someone is trying to hurt it took a toll on me, which was why I ended up talking about it one night. I was tired, I was stressed, and I was like,
Quite sure what happened. Oh, wait. Did we lose the... Okay, wait. Are we back? I lose the call? Hang on. Hello? You back?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm back.
Skype
Connection.
Skype took a dump, man.
Yeah, I noticed. Did it kick it off your channel, Steve?
No, we're still live. It's just that Skype just took a total dump, man.
It does that all the time, dude. To me, at
Weird.
least.
Yeah, no, we're gonna switch to something else. We're gonna be trying some other different things. I know Zoom is I really like the Zoom. Anyways, we'll figure that out. So now Zoom's backward. Now Skype's backwards. I don't know what's going on here, but we'll get that back in the call. Oh, wait, the hell.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Don't be looking at this, people. You're gonna have a seizure. I don't know what's
It's pretty
going
awesome,
on here.
actually.
It is kind of awesome. I don't know what's going on.
It's projecting your Skype window out, so it's repeating it over and over again.
Why?
You might have to minimize it, or maybe move it down to the corner or something. I don't know.
Well, I'll black it for a second.
Yeah.
I'll do some stuffs here. I'll work on that. So, anyways, we gotta get them back in the call here. So.
Okay. Yeah, the audience was following, but a lot of new people joined in, and they were kind of asking like what led up to it, and I was going to get them to give a brief summation, and I felt like it was going all right, but I think some people don't know what Katie did, but I don't know. You can get there later, so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Kim's back, so.
Okay. We'll let her
I
keep
think
going.
Kim's back. Kim, are you back?
It said she joined, but I think she has to tap in. She has to do the final tap in there at the top and hit join.
I can get Leslie back. Hello. Add her. All right. So I added Leslie back. Dun dun dun. There we go.
Yeah, I think all they have to do now is click it. There it is. Got it.
hello.
All right, Leslie's back. I don't know what's going on with my visuals though. This is bizarre. It's like acid. This is tripping me out here.
I think if you put something in front of the window, it might help it, but then again, that might not work either. Yeah, at least you can see it. Pretty cool though, at least.
I'll just cool. I'll get a new input here and see what that fixes it. All right, Leslie, you back?
Yes, I'm back.
Awesome. Sorry about Skype took a dump, man. I don't know what happened. Go ahead, continue as you were while I drink my coffee.
Okay, so that night after I got off Katie's stream, I actually felt like a weight had been lifted off me because this was something that I had been carrying for like, a couple like weeks, thinking that she was like trying to sabotage my channel. And like I said, I work hard for my channel. So thinking that, definitely took a toll. So when we made, and like I said, it's just who I am. I've literally forgiven people for way worse things. Are you there?
Yes, we're here.
Okay, I just had another call come in. It said from you guys, but I have forgiven people for way worse things. Like I have been the victim of like abuse, and I have forgiven people for that. So me not forgiving Katie when to me, she sounded sincere. It just would not have been true to myself. So I forgave her. We agreed to move forward, and I felt better. Did I worry that I was letting people down? Absolutely. I did. But in the end, I felt like I did have to do what was right. And I just was like, you know what? I have to let everyone know that I'd done this for myself. And that I told my mods when I went into my mod chat, I said, look, you guys, we made amends. We're fine. If you guys cannot get behind that, I completely understand. I respect everyone's, opinion that they have on Katie, and I understand why you guys have certain opinions on Katie. But all I ask is you respect my decision to move forward. So, like, if people does come in the group chat, just let them know that like we're not there to talk bad about anyone. I keep getting a call from.
I do too. I think that's what's messing me up here.
Is someone not in the chat that should be?
Yeah, she's trying to join by calling the other call instead of joining this call. I tried to message her.
Who is?
I think Kim or the other Leslie, one of the two. I'm
no,
sorry,
Leslie's
I lost
here.
who's here.
Oh, Jen. I
Yeah,
thought
Okay,
Jen.
here.
Yeah. Jen, sorry.
Jen. Shoot. That's what's happening.
Yeah, it's Jennifer. She said she was trying to call.
But I have to give her a new link. Let me, Jennifer, if you're out there, if you're listening, I will give you a new link. Continue, and then, actually, can you give her the link through Facebook, Kim? Kim?
Yes, yes, I will.
All right, that's the new link right there. All right, continue on.
Okay, so that night when I went into my group chat, a lot of my mods were upset. I mean, Matt was like, you need different mods. We're not the mods for you because we're not pushovers like this. Kim was like, I can't get behind this. She private messaged me, and, I could read the message, but do I want to? Like, I don't want them to say, oh, she read a private message, but she private messaged me and said, like, I can't get behind this. I'm not well with Katie. And here's the thing, when I talked to Katie that night, and this was said on Katie's stream that night, I talked to her about Kim. I said, you really hurt Kim's feelings. Kim feels like she stuck up for me, and you demodded her and you blocked her. And that was all that she done. And Katie was like, no, that's not really the case. She kind of got ugly with some of the mods in the group chat. That's when we took her a wrench. And I said, well, I don't know anything about that because I was not in that chat. All that I saw of that chat was a screenshot where Kim did take up for me. She told Katie that she should not have called me a disgusting human being, considering she had not, watched the video that she was talking about. And that I had heard that it was at that point that she was demodded. I even saw that one of Katie's mods said, Kim, what the hell? Katie said, well, what really happened was, they kind of went back and forth after a while. And that's why I demodded her. And I said, well, either way, like, I love Kim. She is like a really good mod for me. And I know she's probably going to have a hard time with this. So I'm just letting you know that, Kim feels like you've done her wrong. Katie admitted that we talked about this because I knew that Kim was going to have a hard time. But Kim, like, she messaged me and was like, I can't get behind. She private messaged me, said, I can't get behind this. My private message to her was, I completely understand. I love you. I respect your opinion to feel the way that you do. My chat will always be open to you, Kim. That was our last private message on during that time. Saturday, I reached out to Kim again and was like, I will shut my channel down if you want. I don't know what I done to you, Kim. I don't know why you're taking clips from a video and saying that I aired your dirty laundry when you aired my dirty laundry first, or you tried to. She actually, when that video started, anybody that wants to watch it can watch it. I think it's still up. But Katie was on for like an hour maybe. And then someone apparently brought my name up. I was setting up to do a Chris Watts live stream. And Katie said, oh, yeah, Leslie, I can text her and see if she wants to join. It was so obvious that I had no idea, that this was not planned for me to join her stream. But that was something that was said later on, that me and Katie planned this. It's obvious if you watch the stream that it was not planned. When I joined the chat, as I was setting up, Katie messaged me, and I can read those messages. She said, hey, Leslie. I said, hey, Katie. She said, I'm streaming right now. I said, okay, I'll run and go watch real quick. And what I meant was I'll watch on my laptop as I'm setting everything up for me to do my live stream. And then she said, can you come in? Are your kids asleep? Can you join? And I typed in this chat, I said, I can call in for a bit. And then when I got on, I was like, hey, I've been to a family reunion. I plan on doing the Chris Watts thing tonight, but I can, hang out with you for a bit. Katie said something about, so did you know your ex-mods were here earlier? And at that point, right as I set up my laptop and opened Katie's chat, I heard her say something about Kim F. So I was like, yeah. I was like, you know what? All I can do is wish them well. And then I said, you know what? This was so like I didn't even tell my mods that I was coming to your channel. They're waiting for me to go live to do my Chris Watts video. I was like, sorry.
What do they think about that? As real quick, I mean, you said something earlier before you went to tangential in other directions, but you said something along the lines of that you kind of passed things up with Katie. And you decided to do like put things in the past, and some people give you some shit for it. Which, by the way, I don't think you should have. Me of all people, I didn't even give you any crap for that. I was like, go with God.
No,
right?
you didn't.
Yeah.
You absolutely did not, and I respected that you did not give me crap about it, because I did have people give me crap about it.
But I don't know much about your fan base. I see your videos come up every so often, but you do realize I don't really get into any of that drama TV stuff. So I don't know. I know of the topics because, of course, tangentially, I because of the Gypsy Rose things and the Amber and all that other kind of stuff. So I'm familiarized with it, but I don't watch it. But what does your group of people think about when it comes to the Katie's thing and this channel?
Well, a lot of people had come to me before saying, that they had watched Katie, but she was just like a tad bit too like snappy at times. So they like started watching me. But when me and Katie made amends, I did have a lot of people say, well, if you and her getting along, I'll watch it. And there was a lot of people on Katie's side that said that they would watch me since me and Katie was getting along. So did I lose people? I did. Did I have some people message me? And that was something that they're saying I shared screenshots. I did not share screenshots of our mod chat with Katie. I actually, the next day after we made up, or maybe it was 2 days later, I got a lot of hate from this one person that was messaging me being very rude and mean to me. And I had talked to this person previously. Like we had talked a little bit, here and there. I had asked this person something about Katie, and they was like, okay, yeah, I'll find out, or I'll see, or something. And this was before me and Katie made up.
Okay.
So after me and Katie made up, this person contacts me and is literally like, by the day, they get meaner. And I literally told them, look, I understand you have your issues with Katie, and I don't expect you to be okay with her just because me and her made up, but
no, I totally get that. And well, the reason I asked you about it is because, and I don't mean to cut you off, but it's kind of going in this. It's kind of getting a little redundant, but
right.
No offense, you can kind of ramble a little bit. I'm not
well, I just kind of want to get everything out.
And I get that. I totally get that. But I wanted to make it very clear why I asked the question. That I don't want people to think that I hold a person against somebody else, right? I mean, there has been this narrative that, oh, well, if you don't agree with Steve or you hang out with some people that Steve disagrees with, he kind of exiles people. That has never happened in my life. I have never done that to anybody, and nobody's ever had any evidence that I have. It's a false narrative, right? But I wanted you to appreciate the fact that I wasn't ever going to fault you for making up with Katie. As a matter of fact, the only thing I said to you was, hey, if it goes south, I just want to hear those three lovely words that are my favorite words in the world. You were right. That's it. Most difficult words to say, right? But I don't want to cause discord with your particular group, but I don't think they even know who I am. Anyways, go ahead. You continue. I don't.
Yeah, no, you were like.
If I may interrupt just a moment, please. Jennifer's having a hard time getting in with that link. Can you guys call her?
I could try adding her to the call directly. I had some issues with that. I don't know why with her particular thing, but I will work on that. Give me a second, okay? Jennifer. Go ahead, continue. I'll work on getting Jennifer.
Okay, but yeah, no, when me and Katie made up, you were fine. You did not get mad at me. You said you understood. And, I respected that. But not everybody acted that way. Some people did, some people didn't. And those were the messages that I shared with Katie. And maybe should I have not? maybe I shouldn't have, but I was actually blown away. I was like, wow, this was someone that said they were liked me, and now just because I made up with you, they're being extremely mean and nasty to me. But it was nobody in our mod chat or at all that I shared the messages with. And like I said, maybe I shouldn't have done it at all, but I did. But I admitted that I did. I said that on Katie's stream. And that, Katie asked me, well, what did this person mean by that? And tell me the truth. I said, I'll tell you the truth. This is what it was meant, because I had asked this person to do this, before me and you, made up. I'd asked this person to do something for me and to get some information, and they said okay, and that's what it was about.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the messages that I shared. It wasn't anything that Kim had said, anything that Jennifer had said, or anything that any of my mods had said.
Okay, Kim, you wanted to add something, or was that just for to get Jennifer in here? Jennifer, I think we got you in here now.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Skype
no, I
sucks.
was
I'm gonna just dip Skype, I think.
to go back to Leslie. So she's calling me a liar, and she did not leave me a voicemail alluding to the fact that it was Matt. I'm sorry I didn't reference it that way to begin with.
No, you actually said Leslie said that Matt told me that. Can anybody verify that?
No, I did say that. I stand corrected. Now I'm saying you said I did not tell you.
So I'm not calling you a liar, but I'm saying that when I was listening to this and you said Leslie told me Matt said it.
Okay, well then can I ask you another question?
Absolutely.
When you said, but you can guess who did tell, well then who were you referring to?
Here's the thing is that I don't remember word for word
Okay.
what I said, but what I remember saying, and this is even, I had no idea that Saline had commented that. I reached out to you through
Leslie, back to the question. So you're alluding that I'm
lying.
lying.
Jennifer, I'm trying to answer that for you right
hang
now.
on, yeah, guys, let's not talk over each other here. So, okay, you don't think you think she's lying or not?
But she won't answer.
Well,
no, she did. Did she not just say that I told her that Matt said it? Did she not?
Hang on. I cut through the BS really quickly, and I'm not saying anybody's being investing here. I'm just saying I get to the heart of the matter. First, do you think she's lying, Leslie?
Well, when she said that Matt,
it's a yes or no question. It's a yes. No, I don't want expository. I don't want rhetoric, and I'm not trying to be mean.
That was a lie. When she was on the live stream earlier, and she said that Matt.
Okay, when I said you alluded to that, I know who it was. You said it wasn't me, but you can guess who did do it. So
can you
who
play
were
the
you
audio,
alluding
Jennifer?
to?
Will you play the audio? Can you play the audio? Is there any way you can play it? Because
Kim
I don't remember what my words were exactly.
Kim can.
Okay. I don't remember what my words were exactly, but here's the thing: is
Kim,
I was not
can you
in
play the audio?
Chat.
No, I'm not going to play that here.
Chat.
She won't do it in private. She'll do it in private. So Leslie,
Okay.
I'll do it in private.
No,
but
because I'm
here.
tired of being called a liar. When okay, I stand corrected. I said Matt. You did not say Matt, but you've
said that 3 times, Jennifer. Your point is, you have said that 3 times. So take that.
Yeah, we should move on from it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Move on.
We'll table this, and I'll give you guys an update after they have a private conversation, and Leslie listens to the audio, and then if Leslie says, you know what, the audio has vindicated Jennifer,
it won't change.
You don't think even if she listens
to
it,
she's admitting to what she wants to and what she don't. I don't understand why you'll own it. She don't want to make him mad for calling him out is what it is.
But Jennifer, a while ago, you said, I have the audio, play the audio. She said that Matt was the one that.
Okay, Leslie, and I've said 50 times, I stand corrected. I'm sorry.
That's why
alluded to.
Because that's why I said, I'm okay with playing the audio because I don't remember what my exact words were.
You said you can guess who did, though.
Yeah, we got it. Okay. We got all that.
I think we figured, So, it's just. I honestly.
And I get it.
I don't think she lied. I think there was a misunderstanding there. There's been a little confusion. She has, backtracked a little bit. That's not a lie, Leslie. I don't see any kind of implicitous or honest behavior at the moment. Maybe I'm reading it wrong, but
because the new mods couldn't have.
That's okay. That's okay.
And again, we've got to give benefit. We got to give a little bit of charity here. When somebody lies, that is a hell of an accusation. And usually, when we show somebody lying, it is literally something where they have come out and said something that is completely okay. Like for example, the accusations of the medical stuff that was lying. That was absolute lying, right? We've demonstrated that was a bullshit story. And I'm not saying that I can show that that Katie lied about it, only for the fact that she might have actually believed at the time, which in the case she wasn't technically lying, of course, but she did we have shown that she was dishonest about it, how she went about it. But when people say, "Oh, you're lying about something," they throw that word around so cavalier-like, and I really don't like that, because I think most people don't go around lying. I think there's some confusion. I think there's context to be had in most situations. And I know in the gossip thing, oh my God, that word is used every day. Look who lied on this show, and this channel's not about that, right? We're not a channel that deals with reality TV where it's all one big lie. So I just want to throw that out there. If you think she's lying, could you at least give a little bit of a charity and say, you know what, maybe there was some misunderstanding here to be had? Maybe.
You know, Steve, honestly, they don't show me the same respect. When on the stream where when Kim, I had not said anything but said I wish them well, and then Kim said, did Leslie tell you she was a part of that group? And Katie said yes, and I said yes, Kim, I did. And then I started defending myself, and then Kim said, did Leslie tell you she encouraged me to be a part of that group? And you could clearly tell I was confused, because in my mind I literally do not remember her encouraging her. I did say, well, yeah, I probably told you, like, yeah, I don't care, I go, like, but you're grown, you make your own decisions. But they've done a whole video calling me a liar because they said that my one comment when, like, Kim coming to the group chat saying that she was asked to be an admin was, yes, be an admin. They didn't show any other encouragement that I said, but they straight up called me a liar because they showed the clip where when Kim tried to air my dirty laundry first, and I defended myself and said, no, I don't really remember that. Like,
well, I think it's important that I don't want to interrupt you too much, but, it's important if you guys actualize, if you will, are willing to keep talking to each other or not. If you're recognizing, you know what I'm saying? If you recognize she's a bold-faced liar and you don't want to speak to her anymore, or from the other side too, but, there comes a point where it's all petty to an extent, and the past should be put behind them. So where do you guys want to go from here, though?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Uni. This seems to be getting a little bit petty, to be honest with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
No offense.
I tried to contact them. Like, I called Kim Saturday. She would not answer the phone. I messaged her and said, Kim, what did I do to you? I'm sorry. Like, I don't know why this took the time.
She may have felt bad and whatever it may have been.
But
you guys want to work with each other, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I am the only one that talked to Leslie, and then I get a threat that she recorded the 3-hour phone conversation and was going to blast me, which
I did not say that.
I've told her.
Well, you got to be careful with things like that, though.
I'm not talking to you no more, since you cannot own up to anything.
What did I not own up to, though, Jennifer?
That you did not say that you recorded our phone conversations. You had every last message from any of us, and that you were fixing to blast us all and take us all down with you.
Well,
actually,
exactly.
What I said is because it was put on one of the videos, because someone said, well, why don't you tell two sides of the story? Like, if you're going to say what Leslie said or what Crystal said, or,
can I ask you a question?
Leslie,
did I
answer what you just said?
Let Leslie answer. Let Leslie answer, and then you can ask her the question. Go ahead.
Okay. So when you said, when it was put on the chat, on that unveiling the mask of KJNLB, someone actually commented and said, why don't you tell two sides? Like, why don't you say why Leslie started talking about this? Why don't you say why Flossie got this mad? And then someone commented and said, oh, it's all about to be out there. Everything that everybody said is about to be out there. So when I contacted you, I messaged you and I said, hey, Jennifer, will you please give me a call when you have a minute? I want to ask you something. You didn't respond. So I sent you a voicemail, literally crying because I was having panic attacks all day Saturday over this whole mess. And you messaged me back and said, listen, do not ever effing call me again. You are not the target, but y'all targeted Kim and me and Amy. Your attack dog CCS just took it way too far. Clearly, y'all been talking about me being on meds and needing to take them. So I don't give a F what happens to you or your channel. You were never a friend. You don't give a crap. Or you said the S word about any of us. You sent your
and I stated earlier.
I wanted to say.
Okay, let me interject because honestly, it'll just go in a circle again.
Yeah, I agree. Great.
Okay, Helios made a great point. He said, and let me scroll up to it. Never attribute something to malice which can be adequately explained by error. People make more mistakes than they make attacks. But hear me out.
That's a variation of Hallen's razor. But yeah.
Yes, and here's the deal. Both of you seem to have a lot of initial reaction right now. I guarantee you, if you gave it a day or two, you'd look back on a lot of the stuff that is angering both of you, and you'd say, you know what? Why were we even mad about that? And I
I
think
tried
that
to.
I know that,
No, when
but
her
just for the sake of the whole situation, like the audience is having a hard time following, and I think it's because we keep going a little bit
in
round and round about
circles,
whether somebody
I
lied.
get that.
So the entirety of the story, or the entirety of like what happened and what went wrong, I think
Nobody will
that may
never
restart
know.
this.
Hang on.
I
Let Unirock finish, because I'm agreeing with Unirock here. But go.
Yeah, so let me say this. So I get it. So that it seems like there was like a mod revolt a little bit is what we've got. We've got mod fighting, and you guys used to mod on Katie's channel, and you have your own channels.
No,
No,
only
Katie and
Leslie's.
Leslie's channel.
I only modded
It's
for
Katie and
Leslie.
Leslie.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, they only
Okay.
modded on each. Yeah. Okay. So. Go ahead.
And then you've got the Without a Crystal Ball group in the background criticizing Katie validly. It's from everything I've seen. Now, nobody out there judge me like, hey, they said this. I can only go off what I've seen. And like, I agree with Steve on the Without a Crystal Ball Twitter commentary. Anyway, so the audience, I think, gets that you both have this incident and you went back and forth at each other. What can you guys do, like, to move on? Or not move on, but
I
like,
tried to. I tried to
what's
reach
the
out to
next?
them
I know
privately.
that. Well, let me not go there. What's the next step of the situation?
What would you like to
know?
see happen? What would be a
It
resolution?
could have been resolved when I messaged her and let her know that her mind
Get that
was
too.
releasing my medical info. And when she acted like she didn't care less. She didn't
No, I didn't
release it
know.
to
Jennifer,
her.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
And it
I
seems
did
like
not
there's a
know
lot
that.
of that.
But I asked her to shut it down. I said,
I
Leslie,
did, but
please
that was
shut.
that's
She
the
told me
thing.
she.
You guys can't talk.
Leslie,
Hang on. You guys
okay.
cannot talk over each other. Nobody can hear anything. All right. So.
And we've
Well, I'm
already
just
talked
gonna
there.
stop.
We've already talked about that also. So I think everybody knows where everyone sits. You may not believe her on one part, and she may not believe you on another yet. I truly think in a few days some of that will fall away, or you'll make up your mind about it. So
Or we can just
there's
make it really
really no.
simple. Make it simple, Uni. Leslie, do you agree that talking about somebody's medical, regardless of whether it's public or not, whether it says live or in life or whatever, do you think people should be talking about other people's medical stuff? Because I particularly don't.
No, no, absolutely not. And I
Okay.
didn't know that she did. I did not know that my mom brought up her medical history
We
at
know.
all.
All right. Well, that's it.
Good.
Once again, there's another message. Leslie said that wasn't her problem. She's like, you're the
Oh,
one that blasted it in the
I
group
didn't say
Well,
that's
that
not my
could-
problem. I'll read the message.
Well, hang on.
I'll read the
Let's
message.
let's assume that whether she did or did not say that is
I'll read the message. I'll read the message.
but now this is kind of going into
That's
he
okay.
said, she said.
Okay,
I don't
like
want
I
to
said,
get
said,
past.
I did
I-
not.
I
did
wish
not
my
say that I
phone
didn't
would've
care.
kept
I
me
did
on.
not say that it wasn't my problem.
Well,
I
this is
told her that I did not say anything
Outside
about her
the
medical
group.
history.
No
Okay, I'm
offense there, but
sorry. You said that you could not help what the people that defend you do.
I can
and
read
I
the
said
message.
that's not true.
look, hang on. She probably did say
I
something
can read
similar
the
to that.
message.
It's
I
irrelevant.
can read the message.
Look, I'm not responsible for what other people say as well, so I can see Leslie saying that. That's really not important whether she said it, what the verbatim was. The point is, I want to know going forward what Leslie's position is, so there's no ambiguity in the context. She has said that she doesn't agree when people talk about her medical things. Do you think, for future reference, that is what we can go by, regardless of what she might have said in the past about it? Because again, what we're not responsible for other people's things, and she may have said things, but I don't want to go to this he said, she said. Kim, will you at least acknowledge that Leslie is saying that she does agree with us that her mod, whoever it was, talking about medical things, should not have done it?
Yes.
Okay. At least there's some meeting of the minds there.
there we go. Progress.
Yeah.
The mod went back and apologized. The mod went back to that channel and said, I was wrong. I shouldn't have said that. That was a low blow. And I'm so sorry.
As a matter of fact, if Kim could show that, several people commented below about how her apology was still a jab and a dig. It was not really
She
apology.
actually talked about her own history with when she got in a car wreck and how she had to
And
relearn
she
to
was
walk.
talking about how she was irrational, and she knows I'm being irrational because of it.
So you're saying that it was a non-apology?
Yes,
Okay,
it was
and
a
I've seen
veiled
this.
apology.
And I got to side with her a little bit. That's completely plausible because we've seen non-apologies from Katie so many times. And so if this is a mod, for you, Leslie, I don't know your guys' community too well, but I see a lot of this type of stuff happening. You guys have a lot more drama channel than than obviously this is.
But
I
I don't
mean,
want it to be drama about my life, and that's not why I started this. And
totally, I agree with that. It shouldn't be. No,
I even told, like, I've told everybody, I'm done with this. I'm trying to move on. If you have questions, contact me, because, I saw someone come into my chat and said, I heard Flossie, cursing, my sister Flossie, who was a mod for me. I heard Flossie curse and say she was going to go upside someone's head. So I'm unsubscribed to your channel. And I was like, wait, but they didn't say, like, do I agree with Flossie saying she's going to go upside someone's head?
Well,
Absolutely not.
how big is
But
your channel?
Flossie
Let me
said,
ask you that.
but
Because I
Flossie
don't know.
said, Flossie actually said, I've not been this mad since I was 16. So she's actually saying she has not been that upset since she was 16. Are people not asking why she's that upset?
No, I get that. People say things, and look, everybody can go off the handle and say things in the heat of the moment, and God knows I got a shit ton of mods, and I'm not responsible for what they say. However,
Right.
there are
You
certain things.
can't.
Look, but if I have a mod though that has gone way past the line, let's say like I just gonna see a name like Lucifer Almighty, my buddy Lucifer Almighty. If he started spewing hateful anti-Semitic rhetoric, because he's just a total asshole or something, but God, he's a good guy. But let's say that he did, I would then have to hold him accountable for that. But if Lucifer Almighty said, "Hey, look, I think this person is lying or a piece of crap or whatever," giving his opinion, that's his thing. I cannot fault my mods for what they say in that regard. It just sounds like her mod said something that was wrong, that she shouldn't have, or he shouldn't have done. When it came to your medical history, I don't hold Leslie accountable for that. Leslie has
But
addressed
she
it.
only got it through
Thank you.
Leslie and
No,
Matt's
she did not.
chat.
She did not. I promise on my children, she did not get it through me. I was not even in the chat.
Not
I
you,
found, hold
Leslie.
on,
I've been through
Jennifer,
this. You
Jennifer, I found out when I messaged you and you said, don't effing message me to tell someone my medical history. I was like, wait, what? I ran to my group chat. And it was posted.
Leslie,
in the chat
before
what was
that, I
said.
said, please have her take
No, you
that
didn't.
down.
I
It
can
is very
post.
hurtful.
No, you did, Kim. Jennifer,
Okay.
Jennifer,
All
I
right.
have her
Well,
We've
message.
got to be able to take a
Yeah, I
pause
agree.
here. We have to.
Yeah,
I think I can. And by the way,
fixing to be
Leslie, I
out
can see.
because
I can see Kim
I
asking
can
for that.
take
That
action
seems
for
plausible.
myself, and I think I admitted very early on that I left Leslie a very hateful message after her mod did that. Was
But I
it
didn't know that
right?
my
No,
mod had
but
done
I
that.
admitted I left an ugly message. I didn't go into detail, but I said it was
And-
ugly.
We got a super
So
chat
I'm
real quick if we
owning
can get
up
to that
to
in
what
real
I've
quick.
done.
But did I? That's the thing. I come
Yeah,
to
so
you
let's all
every
take a
night.
pause, though. That'll help. Trust
Pause.
me, it'll help
Breathe,
the audience.
people. Yes,
100% if we just take a pause.
Yeah. So
We got to do that for the audience sometimes.
So super chat Cat Medley for $2 says, "Sad I supported someone who I thought was sincere. I'm not quite sure whom they're referring to, but maybe he'll say Godless Scummer, my buddy, $2 small rum and coke donation. Thank you, buddy. We're gonna have a rum and coke night Thursday with Landon Kurt Knoll. Gonna be doing rum and coke night, and also on Saturday I've got just to let people know I've got Rick Delano coming back. You guys remember him? He was the screenwriter for the movie The Producer. Oh, he's not the producer. The principal, about the anthropomorphic principle. So, anyways,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So he's a geocentrist. So he wants to come back on. He just had a debate with Michael Shermer, believe it or not. Anyways, so I mean,
So where does Katie fit in?
Oh
That's
my
what
God!
I'm wondering right now.
Katie's like the catalyst for everything. Everything seems to be the focal point when she gets she gets her hands into everything. This is why I'm involved in so many different communities, because people are like, "Oh, why don't you talk to this person, that person?" Because she just tries to interject herself into anything that she can find in order to give herself some a leg up. And I just find it egregious, because most of the time she makes it about her. Every group that I've talked to where it comes to these stories that she's involved herself in, when it came to the Gypsy Rose thing or the Amber or the Pregnant at 16 or whatever the hell it was, everybody that I've talked to that is in these circles has told me pretty much the same thing, that Katie makes it about her every single time. And you guys have been mods. Yeah. You guys know her channels pretty much better than I. Do you guys agree on that? Do you guys see that? Because I literally do. I again, this is my opinion, but it always seems to come back to Katie when I listen to some of her stuff, and it's like, holy crap. I mean, it's like she is the story.
Yeah, I think with
Totally.
Katie, she's an early YouTuber. But let you go ahead, because you've got experience. So
okay,
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. One more super chat real quick, then I saw yours. Helios $5. My buddy Lucifer Almighty, Steve McRae, 2019. Bible literalist, new favorite quote. Yeah, Lucifer Almighty. All hail Lucifer. Anyways, go ahead. Lucifer Almighty is a smart dude. like him. All right, go
Well,
ahead.
I was going to say that with Katie being an early YouTuber with gaining subscribers like she is, she's definitely in that space where she's just going out and trying to get anything she can and keep this momentum going. It seems to be getting her in a lot more trouble than what she's realizing, and she's probably on cloud nine because she's grown. Her channel's grown a lot in the last while, so maybe. But
Sure.
it doesn't give her an out. She might have to learn as she goes ahead that's bad. But please, one of you guys interject
Real
because
quick,
you've got experience with it.
here's the thing: there are certain things you can discuss on YouTube, and you probably get growth out of it, right? I mean, there's a thousand
Yeah.
topics I could talk about right now, and I could probably pick up a
Oh, me
multitude
too.
of subs. And same with you, but that's just not that's not what I'm going for. I want active subs that are engrossed by the material, not dead subs, and I want people that actually like the material. I'm not going to be talking about things I have no
Definitely.
interest in just to get other communities. This is a very small group of very intelligent, critical-minded people that I've cultivated. That's what and it's going. But by the way, we are increasing our numbers at a very slow rate. I'm very happy with that. What happened was she had a massive influx, and I think it just kind of like shot her through the moon. Although I don't think that her crowd is exactly the crowd I would want. So I know for a fact what.
No, and that's what I meant, 100%. And
Yeah.
you stated the other side of it. I had my main channel; it's at 38,000 right now, and I did that too. I was trying to always comment on anything that was viral, anything I could get my, when I was early on, and I learned quickly that you don't cultivate an audience that likes you when you do that, and that could be one of Katie's major problems right now. But that's just my opinion. I do agree. What you're doing is the best way to grow a channel. It's the same thing I'm going for right now.
Very steady, methodical growth. And by the way, you are very loud still. If you can kind of like tone that whisper, maybe. Nick, my dear friend Nikki has very sensitive ears. Yeah. No, she really doesn't. Well,
yeah, sorry, I'm using this.
We never mind. I'm okay. I will keep this particular episode
I get
clean.
the joke.
Yeah,
I'll talk lower.
It's my dear friend Nikki. Anyway, so go ahead. You were going to turn over to whom, Kim or Jennifer about
whoever wanted to. Yeah.
Go ahead, somebody.
Oh,
what do you guys
Kim.
think Katie's issue is?
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say?
Just asking, what do you think about Katie and her role in all this that's been happening?
Oh, she definitely plays a role in it. Yeah, for sure. But honestly, I don't think that this stream is going anywhere with all the yelling over each other.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I mean, I want to thank Leslie for coming in. Like I said, I was more than happy to have a conversation and kind of have you guys hash it out. Now, somebody in the live chat says, didn't Steve say they're not critical thinkers? I am a stay-at-home mom with a PhD. By the way, I did say they were stay-at-home moms, and they're not critical thinkers. I know people that have PhDs are fucking idiots, straight up. Having a PhD does not make one a critical thinker. I can give you a list of people that I know that have PhDs that I think are some of the dumbest people on the planet. That does not, a PhD does not mean you are a critical thinker, straight up. So and by the way, I'm giving an average from my experience with Katie's followers. On average, they're not critical thinkers. Katie is not a critical thinker, straight up, not a critical thinker. She's one of the worst critical thinkers. I mean, if I had to rank people in critical thinking, Katie would be dead bottom probably, because I've seen her firsthand. You got to remember, I have been. She was in my on my channel as a co-host. And I saw firsthand how literally dumb she was. So I can say this with experience that she is not a critical thinker, which means that she probably cultivates people that follow her that are not critical thinkers. So just saying. I want to throw that out there.
And I'm with you. And I can back up what you're saying, and it's not an insult to it's not maybe that her followers aren't critical thinkers, but they're there for the drama from reality TV. They're not there to critically think, so they don't even probably show that.
Fair enough. That's a good observation. They might be critical thinkers in other aspects, but when it comes to this reality TV, you kind of suspend all that, right? I mean, no offense to you guys and what you do, Leslie, and on your channel, because I know your channel.
I watch it too, man. I watch
it. It's fine.
So it's
people might like that stuff, right? I'm like, go for it. If Leslie has really good commentary on a particular show that people like, hey, knock yourself out. I got no issues with that. It's just nothing I follow per se. But I know that's not what I mean by somebody who's not a critical thinker. What I'm thinking is people who buy
Yeah.
into these reality TVs thinking that like they're legit, or that they're part of the actual story like Katie does, or when people say something like Katie does and takes it as gospel without validation or asks for evidence or anything like that, that's not critical thinking. And that's what I
Yeah, I'm
see
with you.
Katie's audience do. They take what she says as the gospel, and Katie is wrong all the time. She's literally like wrong 99%
I can tell
of
you
the
why,
time.
Steve.
Why? Why is she wrong all the
Because
time?
well, not
Oh,
that,
oh,
but well, this may be a factor in it, but the people take what she says as gospel because of how she presents herself as a investigative journalist and these different things. And she may not be doing it now, but I've actually seen her do it too. So,
yeah,
maybe she'll learn from that as she goes. This is criticism. It's not a hate thing against Katie. It's something that, if she did listen to this and take it as criticism, I think it could help her channel in the long run, but you
sure, I
never
agree
know.
with you. All right, so let me ask you this: two things. One quick. Goddess Scummer again for £5. Katie is a critical thinker. Hashtag this is Katie's truth. But let me ask you guys this. Okay, critical thinking time, because this is what channel's about. This is what this person said. No offense to them. I want you guys to tell me if this is exactly what I said. They said, quote, and I'm going to quote this verbatim, and you guys can tell me if this is something that I said or not. Okay, just took offense when Steve said, stay-at-home moms are not smart. Did I say anything
Yeah.
of that sort? Yes or no?
You did not, and I'll tell you what. I've been following this little theory lately that you have a group of people that I call the Steve McHaters, and they love making comments like that just to try to take shots at you, no matter what
Oh
we're
yeah,
talking
that's
about.
a give. I don't think this person is from that particular group, but I want to show
Oh,
people how easily people are manipulated by simple changing of words. We did this on the last episode on Caffeine Corner. We showed how people can spin a narrative. No offense, and her name's Jasmine. She says she has a PhD. You just spun a narrative that was wrong, based upon misinformation, based upon something you think that I said or claim that I have said that I never did say, which takes the entire context of what I did say and changes it. This is what this channel is about. This is what this channel does. It shows people exactly what you just did, which is spin and running a narrative based upon something that was not the case. And she did it
And
again.
it's good that she did that.
So
Demonstrating an example.
she's my whiteboard right now, and I don't mean to get away from the topic, but this channel's about this. Jasmine said again. So Steve basically called all of his mods not critical thinkers. Again, when did I say this? So
Yeah,
Jasmine,
that's
everything you've
ridiculous.
said has demonstrated to me that you are inept. You are absolutely inept to analyzing a basic argument and discussion. So if you have a PhD, I don't know what the hell it's in, but it certainly is not in critical thinking or in contemporary rhetoric or logic or reason or epistemology or philosophy or anything that requires a little bit of critical thought. You are inept if this is what you are trying to run on my channel here. I would just call it like
Or
I
a
see
troll.
it. Or a troll. Well, you know what? It might be a troll
I'm
because,
quick
again,
to
they
say
don't even have a picture. Let's actually, you know what? Let's go
Yeah,
to their
I'm
channel.
always
Let's
quick
find
to
out. Let's
say
see
troll.
if this is actually.
Let's do it.
I'm going to block real quick. I guess if there has some pictures I don't want to see, but let me go to their channel real quick. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, doesn't have any content. Surprise, surprise. Yeah.
When was it created? Hit the about section. That'll
Yeah,
be a
they don't
surprise
even have an
there.
about. No, they don't even have an about section. This is probably a new account.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, you have to
So,
set that. Normally, an account defaults to showing those things, so they must have went in and actually, clicked some
there you
settings
go.
to
There's,
hide
there's,
some
there's
stuff.
just nothing. No, there's nothing there. You see it? I'm sure.
I can't see it myself,
Oh,
but
I'm sorry. Let me show the audience here. Yeah, there's nothing there.
oh yeah, they had to click to take those off.
Yeah.
In my
So
opinion,
so this is
that-
here's the thing. One and done. Jasmine, you are a troll, or at least a person who's too inept to be in my chat. You can go by the way. So the first person
Yes,
to
it
make
is, but I
yeah.
won't.
So the first mod that can take her out, be my guest. I don't tolerate this kind of shit. This is what spin narrative is, and a little bit's fine as a whiteboard to show people what it's like. But once you've been exposed, you go in screaming into the void. So goodbye. I mean,
No,
well,
but
there
actually,
you go.
Steve, I like the conversation that these guys just had. I think that I think it's interesting in the least, and they seem like they care about each other. That's my thought right now, and at least from this observation. But they could correct me if I'm wrong there. So.
Yeah, no, these are all good people. I mean, there's nobody. I think all of the people in this hangout right now. I think you're all good people. I think there's been a lot of water under the bridge that has been just because you guys do a lot with drama. It's affected you guys personally, and I get that. I hope there's a little resolution that you guys had. I think this was a good therapeutic thing, but I think you guys need to focus on going forward and seeing what happens. Because if you guys go, especially Leslie, if you want to be left alone when it comes to you going with Katie and some of the drama going by the wayside, I will call you out if you don't keep to that. If you go after like Kim or something like that or Jen, if you want to be distanced, that's fine. Uh, but I
Hey, Steve, can I say something really
yes,
quick?
please, by all means.
Okay. I absolutely have not tried to have any issues with Kim, Jennifer. Like I said,
Okay.
on that live stream with Katie that I was like, went on into off the cuff. And had I known that Kim was going to be called out or that was going to play out, I would not have even joined that night.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was asked to join, like I said, and this is going to be a little redundant, but I just want people to know that I had wished my mods well. I had not shared any of their personal information. I
Okay.
had not shared any messages
Okay.
from them with Katie. When Katie tried to tell me, hey, your ex-mods was here, I said, I know, I wish them well. I continue talking. The reason things got heated, and I still tried to go on with my life even after this, was when Katie called Kim out and said, why are you in here if you're a part of such and such group? I don't understand why you're here. DM me. We can get it all worked out.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Katie
we're
called
getting
Kim
there.
out and said, why are you here? You're a part of this group that hates me, but yet you're here watching my streams and you're commenting in my streams. DM me, because if you want to be here, like, you can go watch the stream. Like, she calls her out. She said, if you want to be here, like, you
I'm
can.
going to interject. I'm going to interject. You keep saying the same things over and over again, Leslie.
Well, no.
So,
She added one good point, and that's that Katie did it. And Katie,
oh,
the people that
we
watching
said
her,
that a long time ago that
oh,
Katie
I didn't
started
catch
it.
it. Well,
Yeah.
that's a good
Yeah,
thing.
Katie,
So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So
But
Katie
she failed
absolutely
to
called
mention
Kim
the
out.
chat, the chat where I I being attacked.
Can
Um,
but that's the thing.
go
is
ahead
I'm
and say
trying
it
to
over
tell
again.
what
You've written it
happened.
like
all right.
3
Well,
times in the chat.
Leslie, you got 30 seconds to wrap it up. So wrap it up, and then we're
Yeah,
gonna
Okay,
move
wrap it
on.
so
up.
when
30
Katie
seconds.
was calling Kim out, I was sitting there looking super uncomfortable. And then Kim, rather than saying, yes, Katie, I'll DM you, or no, Katie, I don't like you, she said, did Leslie tell you she was a part of that group too? And I said, yes, I did, but I don't know why that matters right now. And then she said, well, did Leslie tell you that she encouraged me to be a part of that group? And I said, well, that's not exactly the way that I remember it. And then she said, well, the reason I couldn't jump on this train. So I had to defend myself when I literally had just wished them well. I literally had no ill will with them.
And here's the deal. It seems like Katie, let me say this. It seems like Katie doesn't like this group and wants to keep people away from it and is
Yes.
projecting out to stop you, not only you, but this audience that's watching in the live chat from going and clicking on the Twitter group. And that happens, all of this coming together from her labeling it a hate group to her letting her, she's fostering a fight between these mods in order to stop people from seeing this group. And if we look at the group, which I have,
It's a
the
Facebook
group
group. Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
It's
saw
a
the
Facebook
Twitter
group.
one, but
There's
okay.
Twitter one,
But
but we're talking about a Facebook group, so I don't think you're in that one. But it's just the same kind of thing. Same kind of thing.
much different.
Yeah.
If it's the same thing, then she's trying to. Basically, my point would be it'd be very valuable to Katie to scare people away from
You're
the
right.
criticism I saw on the one Twitter group. So if they're the same type of thing, maybe that's why.
I
And if
totally
that
agree
is
with you.
why,
Yeah.
I shouldn't let her do this to you. You know, you should be able to see that.
Yeah, and I want to touch on that real quick, and then I'll get to the super chat real quick. I think you're exactly right, even though your analysis was based upon something else. But the Facebook group that we're talking about, yeah, I think you're exactly right. Katie does not want people exposed to people that can actually show her misinformation, like without any crystal balls, the commentary account, or to me, that can actually show people what she has done. Right? She's scared to death of us, and she will try to manipulate people to try to say, "Oh, don't go to that Steve's Chai's channel. Oh, don't listen to him." I mean, I know she's tried it with people, but I'm the opposite of that. I'm like, hey, Leslie, you want to hang out with Katie? Be my freaking guest. You know what? As long as you listen to all sides and you make an informed decision, be one with the universe. Go with God, right? But no, that's not how Katie operates. She tries to shut down. She's part of that cancel culture that I'm absolutely opposed to, and she's demonstrated this.
So how much of, and everyone answer it in a real short answer and give your opinion. How much of this is because Katie wants to defend this or to prevent people from pursuing these groups? How much of this issue do you think that is a major factor of? I think it's a big part of it, like at
Significantly.
least 90% personally.
Significantly.
If that's true, then this should be something that's resolved between you guys. Because honestly, if Katie would have taken a different route with this, it seems like it wouldn't have happened.
Totally agree. And real quick, let me get the super chat. Helios $20 to the people on here. There are a lot of emotions right now. Calm down. Rewatch this and pay attention to what everyone's saying. There was a hurt leading to knee-jerk reactions, misdirected anger, and overcompensating. And yeah, when you have drama channels, and I hate to say it, you guys do deal with drama. When you have drama channels like that, that's going to happen. And somebody just came into my live chat saying this is a sad drama channel. This channel is not about drama, by the way. So you, again, people that are misinformed, that will run a narrative that based upon misinformation or lack of information because of that C word that we love, context, make these kind of statements, and we see it happen. I think this kind of happened with you guys. There's a lot of misinformation going out there, a lot of contextual things that are not taken into account. But you see how easy it is to people to get misled. Somebody just comes to my channel, has no idea probably what's going on, saying this is a sad drama channel when they have no idea what this channel is actually about or the quality of
Yeah,
programming.
we're resolving this.
Yeah, that's involved. That goes into this channel and my two other channels. I mean, between Unirock and I, we've have probably 10 million views total. I mean, so it's not like we're new to this stuff. Yeah, I've had all my channels combined. I've got well over 6 million views. And we're gonna be blowing this shit up in the next couple months, hopefully, once I get my litigation finished. We're talking about 6-digit litigation for my other channel. This is not small stuff, and so we don't deal with drama. What we deal with topics like science and philosophy and critical thinking and holding people accountable when they make certain claims because they're using spin and narrative to try to defame people and to harm people and cause contention, just like you're seeing right now. And I think Katie, I think you're right on, Unirock. I think Katie is the catalyst of all this because Leslie's a good person, Kim's a good person, Jennifer seems like a good person. I just recently met her, but these are good people that are at each other's throats because of one freaking person. That same person that destroyed my freaking channel and gave me a strike on it. The same person who literally helped a person steal $60,000 from my fans. That is not drama. That is unequivocally something that needs to be addressed because it is reality. These are actual lives being affected, right? So I just want to throw that out there. There's a lot of backstory here. Yeah.
It is, and if we do address these things, and yes, it may seem like drama to some when they initially just look for a second, but when we address these things, we put them out there. The next time that this is attempted, it will have such a less effect, and I can attest to that. And I've been into many different debunking certain conspiracies. If you catch them before they go viral, they will not go viral. They'll have like a complete opposite effect. And the same thing happens. So if this gets out there, people start realizing like, this is all a big thing to stop conversation, because maybe, and I don't know, but maybe Katie says it's worth it more to have the mods fight than to lose the support of people once they read these examples, many examples of these things, atrocious things I've done. Anyway, you get where I'm going with that. If we stop it, if we identify it, then next time when Katie does this, people aren't going to be so quick to emotionally react.
I think you're spot the frick on, dude. And this is why I do like your channel considerably. I like the way you do analysis and I like the way you're able to correct yourself. This is something we should all be able to take away from.
A lot of people don't see it with my channel, but this is what I do. I go into like a situation and I identify that root thing. And then once people have the evidence that is the root thing, it tends to solve the issue and it all dies down very quickly.
Anyways, let's kind of wrap it up here. Leslie, I know you probably have to go. You said you had some people waiting on your channel. Do you want to kind of wrap it up real quick? And again,
Absolutely.
I wish you the best. I wish your channel the best. When I upload this or when it gets rendered, I put the link to your video channel in there, and people can happily go over and sub to you. How's that? Okay.
Absolutely. This is all that I really want to say is when I made up with Katie, I had absolutely no idea that things would, take a turn like this. I don't agree 100% with, hardly anybody. I don't agree 100% with Katie. I don't agree with 100%, heck, my husband. But it doesn't mean that I have to hate her. I felt the need to come on today. And like I said, I tried to shy away from this and not even speak about it. But because of the channel unveiling the mask of KJ and LB, and they're posting these videos calling me a liar just because I did not exactly remember how I, said something. But what I have to say is whatever I've done to Kim and Jennifer, because I hurt her feelings, because I did talk about it on a live stream. And I do want to point out that I felt like I was just defending myself because my name had been dragged into it.
Oh.
But regardless, maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should have just sat there and been quiet. I apologize. I don't want any drama, any trouble. These were people, Kim and Jennifer were people that I was really good friends with. I shared stuff about my personal life with them. I love them. And when they said they would not mod for me anymore, or I reached out to them and said, I wish you well. Like, I understand. I respect your opinion. Someone said that I couldn't understand other people's opinion of Katie. I said that I have so many messages where I told people that reached out to me and said, oh, I still don't like her. I said, I respect that. That's your decision. I respect your decision. I just ask that you respect my decision. And Without a Crystal Ball keeps asking, did I share messages between me and her with Katie? No, I said several times that the messages that I shared with Katie had nothing to do with a mod or a channel. It was just me and a person. And once again, maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I was actually blown away that this person just swapped up on me so quick and, started hating on me because I, made amends with Katie.
I think it's perfectly fine. Look, I agree with you 1,000-fold in the fact that if I'm not if you're not going to hold it against me that I have my criticisms of Katie, then I'm not going to hold it against you that you want to be on her program and associate with her. I've never cared if people associate with people I don't like or I disagree with. Never. I've never said, hey, you can't associate with me if you associate with them. Even though there's a narrative of that. There's been spin out there that that's the case. But, of course, everybody who's ever dealt with me knows that's bullshit. But I'm not going to – I want people to recognize if Leslie wants to take it upon herself to be associated with Katie, let her. There's no reason to go after her for that. I don't like this cancel culture kind of thing. People have to learn on their own. I do think that she probably will get eventually stabbed in the back. No offense, but even if she doesn't, okay, it's her decision to make. She's an intelligent, adult who can make her own decisions, and I want her to have the same consideration for anybody else who wants to go and criticize Katie. Right? She doesn't hold against me that I criticize Katie for being the duplicitous, dishonest, manipulative person I think she is. Let's leave it at that. If Kim and Jennifer can both agree on that, I think we made progress, right?
Right. I wish to God that
I
they would
fully
accept
agree.
my apology. I just said, maybe I shouldn't have done some things, and without any crystal balls, I actually said Leslie Bass, but maybe I shouldn't have done some things. It's a pretty poor apology. That's me admitting,
Yeah,
that
I think
even
it's a
though,
good apology. I'm not going to say it's a pretty poor apology. It's look,
I do too. I agree.
people have to a little
but
bit.
this is what I've been dealing
Yeah.
with when I went to their channel.
I would accept
Unveiling
that
the
as an
Master.
apology, by the way.
Like,
So,
but
Yeah.
anytime I've ever reached out to anyone and tried to apologize, this is kind of what I've gotten, and that's why I kind of just left it alone.
fair
I'm like,
enough. Fair
I
enough.
can't
You're
do anything.
gonna have to get used to that.
Yeah.
When you get, whether you put yourself out there on a small channel, whether your channel grows, you're gonna have this happen. You just gotta roll with the punches and just let it roll right off your back. It's gonna happen a lot.
Totally
Trust
agree.
me.
Totally agree.
Hey,
And
without any crystal balls, the messages that I share with Katie, and it was literally 2 screenshots, was not anything to do with you. It was not
Yeah.
messages between me
I
and you.
just let it all
I've
go.
tried to say that.
yeah,
I tried to say that a couple of times, and she keeps saying that I haven't answered that, but I have. It was not. It was literally someone that had been, following me, and it was not with any. Because I said it was not with a channel. She's like, I'm not a channel.
yeah.
Okay,
Well, I
well,
mean, look at. I
We'll
mean,
just have to
without
go.
any crystal balls, is a great person. As far as I don't know her well at all, as far as personally who she is, but from her content on Twitter, I'm staunch supporter. All right, but I will even
Right.
let her. My opinion, to without any crystal balls, let this one kind of go a little bit. I think that Leslie's trying in her way, trying to resolve it and trying to apologize. You don't have to accept it. I do because I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt, but I do understand where people are coming from on here, but there's no reason to try to dwell on certain things when there's much bigger fish out there like Katie. Okay, she is dangerous in my opinion. But Kim, you actually, you know what? I'm gonna have Kim go last if I can. But Jen, do you want to weigh in real quick? Get your 30 seconds in. Is she still there?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I
Yeah,
had
go
you
ahead.
on mute.
Sure.
I honestly just want to say that I opened the channel in dispute of what happened. I mean, I said this already, so actually I guess I have nothing further to say. I am standing up for myself. They had a forum with thousands of people that watched that video, a couple hundred people in the chat giving me total hell. And that was my forum. My channel is my forum to speak my side. So that's it.
All right. That works. Kim,
Yes.
what you got for us? By the way, Kim, I do want to appreciate very much you actually reaching out and talk and making this happen. I know we tried to do it before, or at least we've been working on it for a while, and we came up with a time and a date, and we had to coordinate with a bunch of people. So I appreciate you working with me on that.
You're welcome.
But what do you want to finalize this as for you?
I just did.
That was
I just did, Steve.
Okay. Oh, I thought
That
it was.
was me.
Oh, okay. I thought that was Jen. Yeah, I
No,
thought it sounded
Jen
like
said-
you. I was like, thank God I've been listening to so long, but he's like sounds alike. But I was like, I thought, okay.
Well,
Well,
it's
let's
that
leave.
southern accent.
It is Southern drawl. Yeah,
It's our drawl.
let's leave it with that then. By the way, all these people in here are not without any crystal balls. I'm pretty confident of that. People think that I'm her. I don't get it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
no,
not any of
me.
these commentary accounts, and I have no parody accounts. By the way, there's a distinction between
Steve.
commentary and parody. But
Hey,
Yes.
Steve, I just have a question,
Go for it.
and I would just like to see if me and Kim and Jennifer and everyone, like I said, I did apologize to them. And I'm not even going to throw any butts or I did this for why. I'm just apologizing that I hurt them in any way that I did hurt them. And I want to move forward. I don't want to, I don't want people coming to my channel talking about them and saying things. I don't want people coming to my channel saying, "Hey, did you see the new video that was uploaded on unveiling a crystal, like unveiling, the mask of KJNLB?" I just want to move forward. I have 6 children, and this is really taking a toll on me.
I'm okay with
Saturday,
that.
I had panic attacks all day. I would just like to move forward. So I apologize that they were hurt throughout everything. That was never my intention.
I think that's well said. I mean, I hope Kim and Jennifer will take you up on that, and we can ask them. How about this? Let me ask all you guys real quick. Can you guys just kind of like leave Leslie out of all this stuff for a while? Unless, of course, if Leslie goes on, no offense, but Leslie, you start saying some things that people are going to disagree with, you're going to get criticism. But as far as all this that's in the past, let's all let it go. I am sorry, but the real person here that is the catalyst for all this stuff is Katie. So that's my that's my person of interest, so to speak, because of the crap that she did. Because again,
I'm with you.
I do hold her personally responsible for being one of the persons that has destroyed my other channel and helped $60,000 go bye-bye. I do hold her personally responsible for this, among other people. But anyways, Cat Medley says for $2, I can support the truth. Peace. Thank you, buddy. But are you ready to do that, Kim? I mean, just kind of let Leslie do her own thing, and Jennifer too. You guys seem to have a little resolution. However, I will say this: if Leslie wants to listen to that audio that you have, do that. Get in touch with each other, and then let us know how that went if she wants to do that. Okay. Is that cool?
We can talk about it.
All right. All right. Well, I thank you guys. And Uni, by the way, show your shit for a second there, because I tell you, I've only known Uni for, I don't know, like 5 months or something like that. But your channel is like one of my favorite channels now, and that's saying something, because I know a lot of freaking people. But I really do like the way you. I don't listen to a lot of stuff. I listen to a vast majority of your stuff. Some of the stuff I don't know what the hell you're talking about,
Oh, thanks, bro.
but other stuff I listen to quite frequently when I'm just doing stuff. It's really good stuff. And you, by the way, Rach does. Can I borrow her? I might have to borrow her to help me
Anytime.
produce. Oh,
Anytime.
okay, so
No, thanks, dude. Yeah.
all right.
Unirock 2, man. Unirock 2, if you guys want to hear any of my stuff. My main channel I don't post on anymore due to some algorithm changes and YouTube censorship stuff, but no biggie. Check me out. And Steve, I appreciate it, man. Anytime you want me to come, just shoot me that message. And when I'm not at the doctor or something, I'll jump on as soon as I can.
Sweet.
I appreciate it.
I obviously I have Cheshire as my co-host on Caffeine Corner, but I have other projects in the works and other things we're working on. So I mean, I will be doing more stuff with you, hopefully. If you want to, I would love that.
Yeah, definitely, man. I have to get you over to me. Yeah, anytime, dude. Anytime.
Sweet.
Anytime.
All right, so to Katie, Leslie, and Jen, and everybody else, this video here is not going to be taken down. I don't take down videos. I don't re-edit them. They are as is. The initial video to this has some audio issues. I'm going to leave that up as well so people kind of don't know what the hell's going on. But I'll put in the links later on today. But on your guys' channels, if there's any issues or anything, just send them to this video so they can watch it, show the things we're kind of getting resolved. and hopefully that people from your guys' community can see that you've come on this channel. And by the way, Leslie, props to you for doing this hugely. I know it is stressful, and I know that it has been very difficult. I get that, but at least you guys have some reference point now to send your guys' audience and go over. Look, just go check out Steve's video on this. And by the way, this is not to get me subs. I don't get fuck all subs from other channels. It just doesn't work that way. If I did, I'd be at 50,000 subs, right? So it doesn't really give me any benefit from that, because people, the conversion for these things are so low, it's ridiculous. You have no idea. We're talking fractions of a percent for people on channels. But I want this video not for that. I want this to be a video where your guys' people can say, hey, look, they've at least discussed this. Let it go. Let it go.
Right.
Okay? Is that
Absolutely.
cool? All right.
Yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
guys, thank you for watching this. I know this was kind of a change of pace, and I know that we've kind of been doing a lot more of this stuff on my channel than usual. You guys know the reasons why. A lot of the science and philosophy stuff I've been kind of reserved, because I want to kind of get that on the other channel when it gets back, hopefully. So I've just kind of been doing other things on this particular channel. But we are doing a Rum and Coke night. We are having Rick Delano on, the geocentrist. We've got DEF CON 1 Science coming up, hopefully, with Dr. John Kroon. We're going to be doing astrophotography. Yeah, and probably we're landing on that one as well. But we will be doing
Ooh.
science and philosophy. We still got to do our subject on theological cognitivism and ichtheism with Ozzy and Nick Suter. That would be fun, but Ozzy wasn't feeling very well, so we still got to do that. But anyways, thanks to all my mods. You guys do a wonderful job. I appreciate everything you do. I appreciate all the listeners, the thousands of people that have been supportive of this channel. I have no words to express how grateful I am that I've cultivated and have so many people that want to listen and learn. And I'm in the same boat. This is one of the reasons I go to the Uniwalk channel. I like to listen. I like to learn. And so I think that we all kind of have these things in common. And I know people love the Rum and Coke nights. I enjoy them too. By the way, if you guys didn't see it last night, before I leave you guys, we didn't do Rum and Coke last night. What we did was an old-fashioned Google Hangout on one of the other channels I have, the Great Debate Community channel. It's 4 hours long, so I don't recommend watching the whole thing, but maybe some parts, just kind of piece through it. But it was quite interesting. I gotta admit, it was fun. So we're gonna be doing those every so often on the Great Debate Community channel as well. There are gonna be some changes coming up. I'm not gonna announce them yet. They're gonna be in the next week or two. But everything's good, all good. The people have asked me about the lawsuit. Some people asked me about it earlier, just to let you guys know. Things are progressing extremely well. I've won the suit, so I do have a judgment. What I don't have is how much the judgment is for, because this is a very unique case where we don't know what exactly monetarily wise we can specifically ask for. All we know is a range. And that range is at minimum $25,000. But I'm expecting what we're going to be asking for is significantly higher than that. And we're asking for the channel back. And that is pretty much going to be a given, that we're going to get that judgment in a matter of 2 weeks. Kyle will have 14 days after that to give me back that channel, or he will be held in civil contempt of court and probably arrested and brought in front of the judge and asked why he hasn't done so and why he hasn't turned over the financials. We are actually seeking criminal remedy after that, if that's going to happen. So we are going full bore. I want my fans to know we are going to get them answers. We're going to find out where that $60,000 went and why. And basically try to get some resolutions for that, because I appreciate every fan that we had from the Non Sequitur show, and I'm very sorry that it ended the way it did. And by the way, it did not have a natural end; it was killed. And I do blame
It'll be back.
It'll be back, bigger and better, I think. And with Cheshire and some other people, yeah, I think it's gonna be bigger and better. But I do blame. I say this before I go. Partly blame Godless Engineer, Caitlin Chloe, Mr. Atheist, aka Jimmy Snow, and Katie Poulson. And Katie Poulson is the reason why we're here today. I think she's a main catalyst why people have so much discord and so much just bitterness for each other, because she thrives on the drama, and that's what she wants. I don't want the drama. I want the resolutions. So this channel is a resolution channel about critical thinking. It is not to promote the drama. It is to address the drama and try to fix shit. At least when we talk about these kinds of things. So anyways, good night, guys, and we'll be seeing you later on. Thanks for all the guests tonight or this morning, and goodbye.